Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you're looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, you've come to the right place. We're opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, keep watching and we'll show you exactly how it all works. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that you want to play. Most of our series will have 8 spots representing the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, you have a 1 in 8 chance to win memorabilia at an awesome value. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune in to the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you'll see a name appear on the screen when your break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer, and the order will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that show's dice roll number. After randomization, the list of names of people who bought spots in that live break will be matched up with an NFL division. If the item that's pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations! You just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia at a fraction of the cost. Want to guarantee yourself an item instead of testing your luck? Check out the mystery box tab of our website for a variety of mystery box options. When you buy a mystery box, we'll ship it straight to your door, and some can be opened on air at your request. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Club Rewards program. This exclusive club earns you points towards specific discounts, signed items, and prizes each and every time you buy at UltimateAutographs.com. The moment you've been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
What is going on, you crazy party animals? Welcome to the 10:30 show where all things can happen, all things are on the table, and Tim said he's going to go see a side piece, kicked me to the side, and he said, Dom, take my spot.
I don't think you're supposed to say that out loud. It's the side piece part, right? Just in case if, the non-side piece is watching the show.
I feel discarded, okay?
All right.
It's a hot topic, but hope you all are having a wonderful evening. It's it's usually the Hey Tim show. Are we calling this the Hey Dom show now?
Hey Dom, like Hey Arnold?
Yeah, kind of.
Pretty good.
But it's
just don't call me football head.
Hey Dominic now? Is that what we're doing?
Government name.
Well, I mean, Dominic.
That's supposed to be a more loose show.
Well,
come on now.
Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to be called Den the whole time.
Den.
And respectfully, I don't want to be called Den the whole time.
Hey, then. Hey. Den. Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's even worse.
There you go.
Maybe I'll stick with that. But hope you're doing well, Dom. I know you've been hanging around here for quite a while. You got a pretty healthy amount of stuff going on in the room.
That was a busy show. Busy primetime show, hoping to keep up that energy. Let's see if we can pass the amount of boxes we did in that show and this show. I think we can. I have really, really high hopes. But, got to see some awesome. I'm James Cook, Isaac Bruce. That first down is loaded. We have a fresh new Midnight Mayhem. That was my thing. I said, if I'm going to come here and do this, I want a fresh new Midnight Mayhem.
It took a little convincing.
Yeah.
And I looked at Dom. I said, what if we just drop the new one and we just don't tell anybody? And he's like, yeah, sure. So that's exactly what we did.
We just got to hope nobody watches the show.
Yeah, hope to God the boss man doesn't walk in, and if he does, well, oops.
If we sell out the series, we'll be like, well, I don't know where it went. You never built it. You guys never built
series?
it. Yeah.
What series? But we're going to have a good time tonight. Again, as Dom mentioned, brand new Midnight Mayhem. First down, missing a couple things, but otherwise still basically all there. Still got a lot left in the basketball. Cash or stash, diamonds, black and blue, practice squad, jerseys, all still hanging out in here. It's going to be a great time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to drop the break link in the chat right now to make sure you do not miss it. And then we're going to jump right into our dice roll as always. So for the folks at home that have not joined us before, we always like doing a dice roll at the beginning of each show to try to figure out what new roll we will be getting into. Dom, what did we have last show?
12.
12? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a full deck.
So whenever I always try to play higher or lower, or in this case, lower or same.
Okay.
Which, I'll be honest, the odds of getting lower are pretty high. So I usually say lower or same. So number 6 or higher, or up to 12. And any predictions for this one?
I'll go. I won't go ship Captain Crew style like me and my buddies. It was a dice game that we used to play. I will go. I'll go 9 but on your second click, 9 on 2.
9 on 2. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I'm just gonna shoot for a straight 7.
Okay.
Ready? Let's hit it. Bang. Oh. It's a good day today. We got
7 on 1. That's
7 on 1.
That's a good roll. Now in Ship Captain Crew, I would have to beat that on 1 roll.
Really?
But you have to. They give you 5 or 6 die. I can't remember. It was so long ago. But you have to get 6, 5, and 4 before your number that you roll is valid. So you get 3 rolls. And then if you get the 6 on the first roll, then you just got to get the 5 and the 4. And if you get the 5 and the 4, then your next roll is like whatever your bonus rolls are, your 2 that you have. It's a fun game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I might want to try that one day.
There we go.
Sounds kind of interesting.
I got some money in my. I got some singles.
So, folks. Oh boy. I also have a few singles, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Folks, as always, we are going to do our Chase Wheel Spin. As you know, I put Midnight Mayhem on there. I'm just going to take it off. That'll be an automatic. As you know, it's the 10:30 show. You're only getting this series 4 times throughout the week. You want to take advantage of it where you can. So it'll be Midnight Mayhem on top of whatever this shall be. Let's find out. Looks like it's going to slow down. Looks like we're going to hit the jerseys pretty hard tonight.
Nice.
How does that sound?
Some really nice jerseys. John Elway. The Warren Sapp's a creamsicle, which is always nice.
Very nice.
And the John Elway's the orange. So I hope you like orange.
Orange? Hey, it's not a bad color.
Yeah. It's just the color on the wheel for the jersey, so maybe that's the signs. I don't know, man. If you're into astrology, maybe that's one of the signs.
Thank God I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I just know I'm a Libra. That's all I know.
I know I'm a Scorpio, so it's okay.
Nice. I'm the first day of a Libra.
I am the first day of Scorpio.
Nice. There we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Maybe that's why Dom and I work so well together. I have no idea if that's how that works, but that's okay. So jerseys, Warren Sapp, Ty Law, Rondé Barber, Michael Strahan, Ray Lewis, John Elway, Jamar Chase, Isaac Bruce. A lot of Isaac Bruce lately. And please keep feeding it to me. I love it.
There you go.
Eric Dickerson, Edgerrin James, Keenan Allen, and Shady McCoy. Midnight Mayhem. It's a brand new series, and I cannot wait to show this thing off to you. It is live on the website. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it if the website would like to load. In the meantime, you get to stare at Dom and I's beautiful faces because, you know, that's just what we do.
I got a new toothbrush, so hopefully it's paying off. I got one of those electric ones. It's like $100.
Brother, I can see it like shining right
Thank
here.
you.
It's blinding me.
Yes. Which I thought like $100 was expensive. That's like in the mid tier. There's a $500 one.
Pardon?
Yeah.
To brush your teeth?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I guess that's.
Yes, you know.
I like brushing my teeth. I just
go
don't know how
wrong.
much I like it that much.
Not gonna make fun. You know, can't make fun of someone for brushing their teeth.
Nope. Midnight Mayhem, $89 a spot for a single, $178 for a double, $356 for a quad spots, and it's a brand new series, folks. So you have all 30 boxes in your favor. Some of the speed flexes do include a Steve Smith Sr., a little bit of a James Cook custom flex, a little bit of Dak Prescott on a custom flex, Jamar Chase on a custom, and then I would argue the chase of the series. Now, Dom, feel free to disagree with me or agree, whatever your preference is. A Josh Jacobs custom, which I believe would be on a Raider.
Yes, Raiders.
The Raiders.
Well, you know I love me some Josh Jacobs.
I would hope you would.
That is I do like the matte black in the front, then it goes to like the metallic silver. That is a good choice. James Cook is interesting too. Mm-hmm. You know what? We got to pull him. Once we pull him, see with our own eyes. But I think you might be onto something with this Josh Jacobs. I'm gonna agree with you for now.
We'll have to take a look at that here in just a moment. But some of the other headliners: Justin Jefferson, LaDainian Tomlinson on the new Chargers retro.
Those are cool.
How about a little bit of the OGTB? Terry Bradshaw.
That's right.
Gotta love him on the Steeler. Thank God we can only see the Steeler in one half because the other half would make it really confusing. I know there was a moment earlier, either today or yesterday, where we're like, they have 2 stickers for once, and it was really strange. Jerome Bettis on a replica. Beautiful, beautiful Steeler right there. Barry Sanders, Bijan on the retro as well. Trey McBride on the camo Cardinal. And do I really need to say his name? I don't really feel like I need to. It's Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
On an authentic. Gotta love him on the classic Chiefs lid. I know the customs out there are pretty cool. I'm a little basic. Give me the standard authentic.
I'm with you. I love a good standard. I'm old school. Run the damn ball.
I mean, yeah. How do you think teams are winning nowadays?
You're too young for that.
No.
You want to pass 100 times.
Run the dang football.
That's right.
So many great opportunities for some lids in here. Emmitt Smith on a beautiful Cowboy mini. And then hiding out here is a Justin Herbert jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the question is it an authentic jersey? That is what I'm currently trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the way I'm looking at it, it looks like it is.
Yeah, licensed jersey. I see the Nike logo.
Oh, you're so right. It's right on the sleeve here.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So a licensed Justin Herbert jersey, folks.
Did I not put that on there?
No.
No, I didn't.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So Justin
My
Herbert
mistake.
on the licensed jersey, folks. It
That's
is
why you
a
don't know.
beaut. And as an Oregon Duck fan, let me see. It's got to be a pretty, pretty lid and jersey in here to take these things in here.
Put on there that it is a licensed jersey.
Beautiful. So here is the first custom of the evening, the Speed Flex of James Cook. It is I believe the away custom for the Buffalo Bills. Always love seeing a couple different designs. It's almost like reminds me of almost like snake scales.
Yeah. Snake. Ooh, I like that.
Gives
Little
you
snake
that
skin.
maybe even dragon if you're really feeling optimistic.
Ooh, do you believe in dragons?
I mean, in fairy tales, yes.
There you go.
Maybe not real life, but
You never know, man. You never
definitely up there.
know.
Definitely up there. Gotta love a little bit of James Cook. We've had him pretty frequently, truth be told. But you know what? When you're getting the best running back of 2025, it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be good. How about a little bit of Jamar Chase, the mix of the home and away? You got the stripes all up and down this lid. Absolutely gorgeous. Got to get one of the best receivers in the NFL in here. Here's that Josh Jacobs I was talking about, folks.
Viva Las Vegas.
Beat me right to it, right on that inscription right up top. Right in the sweet spot. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. It looks like there's a secondary inscription right above his name. I just can't see what it says. I don't know, like if you look at the video, you might be able to get a glimpse of that it's there.
I'll snap.
Oh, snap. So whenever this eventually does come out, because I would imagine it will at some point.
There we go. We're back.
We'll share what that is, because honestly, I don't know. Like you can see something right on the top.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I don't know what that says, because you're only getting like the tail end of it. It's really interesting. But here's Josh Jacobs on a custom Raiders. Get it while it's here. Not too often do we get a Jacobs on Raiders.
We'll see.
And then the final one, Dak Prescott. The Dak defenders are alive and well in this offseason, trying to give him all the weapons. Keeping George Pickens around was a great move. Speaking of, he's in the black and blue if you want to go take a peek at that. Go get a little bit of Dak Prescott. Coming into, I want to say, what, year 10 in the NFL?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's been, man, that flew by. Dak Prescott, what, a 4th-round pick?
Yeah.
One of the best 4th-round picks of all time. One of the best rookie seasons for a quarterback ever. I like the tiny stars on that Dak Prescott.
I do see those. Very, very nice little addition. But those are the 4 big lids. And then, as always, Patrick Mahomes hiding out in here. And then the other speed flex of not a guy also we get on a speed flex too often.
Hey, we got a single coming up from the MVP of the primetime show, Mr. Pickett.
Oh, Mr. Pickett.
Rick,
Thanks
thank you,
for
buddy.
joining us, man.
Yeah, it's just going to be Rick, so if you want to ask for a box summer, I'll get that ready for you, buddy.
Beautiful. Appreciate it. But the last speed flex of Steve Smith Sr. absolutely rounds out the 5-year non-photo headliners. Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, and Jordan Love. Not Jordan, whoever that bum is in Green Bay. It's Jordan.
They're talking about the Alvarez on the Astros for a second. I'm like, I didn't see it. I was like, what?
Where?
Did I forget another one?
Always have to have a little bit of Green Bay in here to make it all happen. But
yeah.
Always love a little bit of J Love. But it still poses my question that I'm thinking I'm going to be asking until I see a Jeremiah Love in here. How is he going to write a signature with Jordan taking the J Hart?
We're going to have a little love controversy in here.
Maybe it could be Hart J, Love Jeremiah. I don't know. Could
see.
be a numerous set of ways. But Rick, if you want to drop us a number in the chat.
I can't wait till we get Jeremiah Love.
From what I've been hearing, it may be sooner than we think.
Let's go.
From what I've been hearing, give me a number or the wheel.
We don't mess around here at Ultimate Autographs. We don't mess around.
Well, you beat me to it. I'm going to put it in here, but I will accept 20. I will accept 20 for you, Mr. Rick. Let's get that all set up for you. Let me bring everything up to speed. There you go. All right, so we will do box 20. He did put it in there. Was it early? Yes, but I'm not going to fight it either way.
Oh, good. When he's the only person in the breaks, sometimes we just even ask him when we gonna put it, but it's all good.
Nope, it's all good in the hood. There you go. So we will do box 20 We'll put Mr. Pickett in his category. Oh, guess what? Oh, guys, the randomization's real tough. Ready? Ooh, broke a sweat doing that one. I think I lost how many times I clicked that. So, Rick, we will get this one for you. This will go on to the Chase wheel spin, and if for any given reason you're the only one, then, well, we'll just ask you for a number at the end of it. So, thanks for jumping in on this one, Big Dog. I appreciate you. This is a football mixer, so replicas, minis, authentics are very much all on the table. Are you ready, Mr. Dom? Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
Box 20 for Mr. Rick.
Good luck, Rick.
Just double check it's 20. Cool. I've been handed 21 before. That's why I'm on.
It's happened. I get it.
I've done it to other people too, so that's why it's like I gotta double check.
I might have done it myself.
Can't be as bad as the time where I was handing Rob Hill all the wrong boxes for an entire show.
Hey, man, Tom Brady threw an interception before, right?
Call me CJ Stroud. I threw like 4 that game. All right. Oh man. Okay.
It's happened to Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Happened to Eli a few times. So we're gonna start off pretty darn hot for you, Mr. Rick. You know, I was talking about the speed flexes. Which one are we getting? Well, we're gonna get the guy who caused a lot of fun in Carolina. Almost got them to the glory days, and guess what? He's coming out now. How about Steve Smith?
Beautiful.
Senior on a beautiful Panthers speed flex. Congratulations, Mr. Rick. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. A little bit of an NFC South hit hiding out in here.
Oof.
And look at that, folks. Already one speed flex off the board. There's a reason why, when genuinely, every single one of us who have sat in these chairs have said this about 1 billion times, and I'll keep saying it until the day I leave. Jump in while you can. Hypothetically, if you're a Panthers fan, right? You wanted Steve Smith Sr. on the speed flex? Sorry. He's on the way. So congratulations, Rick, on a lovely, lovely hit.
Mr. Pickett, congratulations. I love the Carolina Panthers standard, the silver, the black, that Carolina blue, and get this man in the Hall of Fame. Everyone knows he definitely deserves it. I don't know why the hell it's taken so damn long. I know on the Pro Football Reference page, they have like the Hall of Fame value list, and he's at 108, which is past the Hall of Fame tier, which is a lot higher than some Hall of Fame wide receivers. Now, I know it's not a matter of if, a matter of when, but put him in now. Come on, I'm sick of waiting. One of my favorite players to watch growing up.
Well, truth be told, I thought we'd be waiting a lot longer for players like Luke Kuechly at the bare minimum. At least waiting another year, and he kind of popped out first ballot. So
Yeah.
I've been surprised on things before. I mean,
The wide receiver, it's like tough because you have guys like Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt, who had the most receiving yards in the 2000s, Steve Smith, who's a Triple Crown winner, not far behind Torrey Holt for that most yards. Hopefully he gets in soon, Steve Smith, but definitely a lock to get in.
if I had to put a guess, I'd say within the next 4 years, it'll happen.
Good call.
Because another note, Larry Fitz got in too. So
Yeah.
If he can get in, there's no reason why Steve Smith can't get in. But he says, nice, thank you. No, thank you, man. Helped us close out a
Rick,
lovely little
buddy.
early break and got us going early.
Yeah, Rick, thank you, buddy. You've been killing today. Thank you very much.
Steve Smith Sr. And that'll be the first break of the evening. Hoping to continue on this little bit of midnight mayhem going on. So that's just the first one off the board, folks. Obviously, a lot to continue to jump on. So make sure you jump in on these breaks. If you guys are looking to get in on some, definitely the place to be is here. Let's get in on it, folks. Let's make it happen.
Why is that not? Did I not update that?
You caught it too?
0-8? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. You know what you're doing. I don't need to tell you much.
Yes.
I trust you, Dom. So, folks, a lot of big series still hiding out in the room. The jerseys are part of the Chase Wheel Spin, so for the folks at home that are...
Got that save, sorry.
It's the new update with it. I don't blame you. I've done it too.
Yeah, now you got to, like, click little extra buttons now. Yeah.
It's whatever. But if you are looking to get in on the jerseys, folks, tonight is the night. It is a part of the Chase Wheel Spin. So, again, for the first time, people getting in on these jerseys, the Chase Wheel Spin happens at the end of the show. I'll say tonight will be 12:20. So we'll set 12:20 as the Chase Wheel Spin. When that happens, anybody who bought into a break in the Midnight Mayhem or the jerseys will be entered onto a separate wheel at the end of the show, which whoever is at the top of said list after our 7 dice rolls is, that's why we have the numbers sitting there, will be available for the Chase Wheelspin at the end, and you can win up to $100 in UA store credits. However, I will say if we happen to close either the Midnight Mayhem or the jerseys, I'll double it. I'll say that now. Do I think it's possible? Always.
Always.
However, gotta make it happen. So I will put that right there as well. If we happen to close either one of them, it will be a 2x Chase Wheelspin. Jacobs and Chase are sweet. Dude, let me tell you, big fan of both of them, especially in that Midnight Mayhem series. It's a good time to get in on it, Tyler. Good time to get in on it.
Absolutely.
Another series that I do want to talk about, because when we dropped it on Monday, I believe, a little bit of basketball.
Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday?
Tuesday, yesterday, I think.
That's right, because we were supposed to drop it Monday, and it didn't happen. That's what I'm getting confused. This basketball series, folks, it's one of the cheapest series on the website right now. And you're probably like, well, I want to get in on football. Basketball and baseball are still very popular sports, no matter where you go. Still 3 big headliners, including a primetime baseball. Not often do we get a little bit of primetime on a baseball. Very, very rare in that one. A Jose Ramirez custom jersey and an Allen Iverson custom jersey as well, with Andre Dawson hiding out in the secondary headliners. I wonder if that will be a Cub or an Expo.
I'm guessing Expo. I see it. There's an Expo spot. So I'm guessing possibly Expo. I don't think we have a... I know if we had a Vlad Guerrero, he'll probably be a headliner. And I don't know if... We'll see, though.
Could be a handful of options. But, folks, we've only got 6 boxes left in this series. We'd love to see this go within the next day or so. I think it's fairly realistic. $50 for a spot in the single, $100 in the double, and you can walk away with some of the biggest names in both baseball and basketball. Hence the name.
There you go.
Basketball. Very clever name. Shout out our box team putting all these together. They've been, truth be told, come up with some really weird stuff, and I'm all for it. Definitely putting together some fun ones, including this one.
Are you that young where you thought they came up with the name basketball?
No, but
Okay,
I'm saying like come up with some even like
Just
newer
checking.
stuff. Like just come up with some different stuff.
Just checking. I just want to make sure I'm not outdated, all right?
I mean, you are outdated in comparison to me, dude. You've got a head start on me. The First Down series dropped earlier today. Definitely one to check out. That's where that lovely James Cook came out of. But you have the opportunities to pick up some more lovely items, including some names we don't get in here too often. How about an authentic jersey of the man from Jacksonville?
Duval.
A little bit of T-Law. Rumored to get a haircut in the offseason. Turns out AI is just doing its thing again.
Yes. Scared me.
Honestly, yeah. I was like, why would you shave off those beautiful, luscious locks? That's like criminal.
Him and Justin Herbert, 2 best hairdos in the NFL. Quarterbacks, at least. The long locks. Herbert's got a nice flow.
He does have flow. I'm trying to think who else might have nice flow.
I mean, Josh Allen, he's letting it grow now, it looks like.
Josh Allen.
But I think he's trying to get like on this, like these guys' level.
Probably. Trying to get some extra flow points.
I mean, the best, Troy Polamalu's like the Mount Rushmore,
of course. Jackson Dart?
It's kind of like cheating though with the headband. Everyone looks cooler with the headband. Like you wear like a headband, you automatically look cooler.
You make a good point.
Right? Thank you.
I was also looking at it as, you wear the headband, you get the eye black on there with the scar down his left eye.
Yeah.
Oh, right eye. My bad.
No, he knows what he's doing. He swagged out.
He knows what he's doing. But otherwise, a lot of good hair hanging out in the NFL. T-Law just a part of it. Speaking of the other guy, here he is. He's right there.
There he is. Whoa.
Justin Herbert on an Chargers football. Love me a little bit of the Chargers. Love me a little bit of the Oregon Ducks. And love me a little bit of Justin Herbert.
There you go. Go Chargers, go. I know we say this a lot with the Chargers, but I expect big things. That AFC West, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, those are 3 Super Bowl contenders in my mind.
And I honestly think a dark horse to be the disruptor is the Raiders.
They're going to be a lot better. They made some moves in the offseason. They thought they were losing Max Crosby. He's still there. The offense line's better with Linderbaum. Another year, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, and we'll see how long the Kirk Cousins thing goes for. I think we see Mendoza sooner rather than later. I won't be shocked if it's week 1.
Week 5.
Week 5?
They'll give Cousins a few games to let Fernando kind of develop, and then they'll throw him out there.
Yeah,
Week 5.
I think Mendoza's already developed enough, but hey, it's extra few weeks is not going to hurt.
Nope. Speaking of great quarterbacks, how about the guy down in the NFC East playing in the great state of Texas? Another Dak Prescott.
He needed no development.
Nope.
Tony Romo got hurt. He stepped in and
never.
Sorry, Tony. CBS booth, you go, man.
hey, sometimes you got to grab onto the starting spot with both hands and say, gimme. That's exactly what Mr. Dak Prescott did. Here it is on a custom speed flex. And here's a guy who grabbed onto the starting receiver spot in Cincinnati and also never let go. Triple Crown winner, Jamar Chase once again.
One of the best signatures, too, for the current wide receivers in the NFL.
Jay Chase.
You know, let's be honest, some of these guys, they might, scribble or take their own signature for granted, but you pull
this
Jamar...
You can barely read it.
Hey, you pull Jamar Chase, so you're not looking for the card, right? Oh, who is this guy? Who is this guy? You know exactly who it is.
You make a valid point. How about a little bit of Drake May on the beautiful slate Patriots lid?
Yep.
You got the red ink. I'm trying to see what it says in that. There's an inscription on there. I think it just says,
Go Pats, yeah.
I think that says Go Pats.
First game of the year, rematch. Patriots Seahawks.
I'm so pumped for that game, dude.
I thought it was going to be the Bears.
No.
Because I know Chicago, the big-time market, but do you think a little bit of the Patriots getting that game is like what's, recently going on with the Patriots? They know people are going to be tuned in to see how they respond to all this?
They'll be watching.
Yeah.
And also, truth be told, I think the Patriots actually have a leg up in this game. I do believe Seattle has lost a lot.
Okay.
Now, I'll be honest, I think they did a great job replacing it, not only the offseason, but the draft.
Uh-huh.
However, the Pats only got better. They didn't really
That's
lose.
true.
They didn't. I mean, their D-line objectively is not the best.
No, yeah.
But their secondary makes up for it.
And we know, I don't know if we... The rumor in plain sight, A.J. Brown looking like he's going to come to town.
I'm really curious to see what that package is going to look like. Because that's not going to be cheap.
Yeah.
Because A.J. Brown still has 2 more years of control, too.
And A.J. Brown's still, don't forget how good he is. I think we forget, too, in the break room because I've been pulling him in the and more section, and I get it. It's possible he's going to be on a different team. Still, you want an A.J. Brown Eagles helmet where you won a Super Bowl. I pulled one last...
2 Super Bowls.
2 Super Bowls. Yesterday. A.J. Brown Authentic and more section. Inscription Swole Batman.
What series was that?
That was Stash or Cash.
Shut up.
Yes.
That's absurd.
Yes.
That's absurd.
Yeah, and rightfully so, it was Stash. They said, oh, yeah. It was.
I would have stashed that.
Yeah. The Swole Batman, if you know him and Devontae Smith, they have the Batman nicknames. Devontae Smith is Skinny Batman. A.J. Brown is Swole Batman. So there you
Nice.
go.
I love that. I love that a lot. Not a guy that has too many nicknames, but a guy that doesn't need an introduction. Peyton Manning on the beautiful Rave Colts mini helmet. I almost said authentic. I mean, technically it is an authentic, but it is a mini helmet.
Yes.
We love a little bit of Peyton Manning on a mini.
Love the Rave.
Always stores well. The mini, or not the mini, the Rave Colts is just beautiful.
I pulled I was going to say Josh Jacobs, excuse me, Jonathan Taylor a couple weeks ago. It was the mini helmet. And I was just staring at it for 30 seconds thinking man, that blue is so freaking nice on this helmet. I love the Rave helmets. It's getting a little sad because I'm seeing less and less and less of Rave helmets in the break room, which means that if you see an item, especially the retros right now, we're seeing a lot of them. If you really like them, grab them because in a couple weeks from now, you're not going to see as many of them.
Correct.
Because those Rave helmets, we saw a lot of them about a month or two ago. Now they're a dime a dozen, but they are still beautiful. I love that Peyton Manning, and I love that you could double up with Reggie Wayne.
Shout out to the 15 sets of eyeballs sitting in here with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, share, follow if you haven't already, and specifically if you haven't shared, what are you doing? Share them with all your friends. Get in on our Refer a Friend program. Reggie Wayne, the big authentic for the giveaway. Speaking of, you just mentioned him. Here he is on a retro Colts of all things. Reggie Wayne, definitely one of the most confusing signatures in the game, but you know what? You know it's him because it's that unique.
I got to check it out.
Never took a look at it?
No, I got to check it out.
I'll come back to it in just a moment. But doubling up in the AFC East, how about a little bit of one of the greatest tight ends of all time? The Gronkmeister, Mr. Rob Gronkowski, on a lovely Patriots authentic. Here's that Reggie Wayne for you, big dog. You might be able to see it from here. That's a signature of all time. Truth be told.
Okay. All right.
It's a signature of all time. What's going on, Scooter? Hope you're having a good night, big
How
dog.
do you not know that's Reggie Wayne?
That's exactly my point. It's like you just know that's him because you're like, I've seen that before.
No card needed.
Nope, not at all. Another guy you don't need a card for. One of the cleanest signatures, Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to argue.
Greatest defensive player of all time on the helmet that he dominated in the 80s. I love the Giants throwback. I know the NY is popular, but the Giants with the underline. Just so you know how important is the underline.
Correct.
There you go.
That is what makes it so special. And here it is. 2 series with Mahomes. First down and Midnight Mayhem. Folks, if you've been missing a Patrick Mahomes, you're not anymore. Go get your opportunities, folks, to get in on these series. Midnight Mayhem, again, as always, only available 4 shows throughout the week. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 10:30. And then Friday at midnight. So technically Saturday at midnight, too, depending on how you're phrasing it. Go get him while he's here, folks. Once he's gone, he's gone. We've had Patrick Mahomes come out pretty quickly, but he's also disappearing just as quickly.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of a guy who's going to be disappearing amongst the headlines as he's racking up hundreds of yards per game, Bijan Robinson on a beautiful retro Falcon that is a custom speed flex, folks. Gorgeous.
Yes.
This is so far my favorite custom lid in the series, although we haven't gotten to the one next door yet. I'm already you guys are already seeing this guy. I'll get to that in a second. Beautiful Bijan Robinson. The debate I love bringing up is who's going to be the next 2,000-yard rusher / MVP in the running backs.
Yeah.
My vote is still Genty. Maybe not now, but down the line. Bijan seems to be the consensus right now.
I think Bijan would be my answer as well.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a close second.
Gibbs, yeah. I mean, Derek, if it was 3 years ago, I would pick Derrick Henry in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Because he already did it. But Bijan's a great pick. I mean, since day one at Texas, we knew this guy was going to be special. The Falcons said, screw what people were saying, you don't draft a running back in the top 10. They started a trend because now teams like, if we really like a running back, we're taking him in the top 10, top 3. So
running back's becoming one of the most important positions in football.
Because they see how damn good he's been.
Correct. And that is what brings us to the point of the guy who may have not started it all, but lately, the custom authentics. There have been a lot of custom authentics that have just absolutely nailed it.
That's the flaming hot Cheeto. I like that.
That's a wonderful way to describe it.
Right?
Beautiful. Authentic Jerome Bettis. And yes, I'm going to say it again. Authentic. Not a speed flex. Authentic. Beautiful lid. It looks like a handful of the Super Bowl stickers on the back as well. CHN on the back. Jerome Bettis 36, one of the most notable signatures in the game, on a beautiful lunar Steeler. Holy cow.
Beautiful helmet.
Holy cow.
I know we all love the speed flexes, but come on now. That is a beaut. And that will look good in any collection right there. That's a showstopper. That, you have your friends over, they stop and... there's going to be helmets that are looking at, and that's one they're like, ooh.
Best lid in the room?
Yeah, where'd you get that? Anytime Ultimate Autographs.
Best lid in the room? Probably.
Yeah.
It's tough, but it's up there. I think...
Yeah, I'm with you. I know, I get this. You guys love the speed flexes, but come on now. Come on now. And you know what the best part about the break room is? It looks good on the graphic. It looks good in the video. But once we pull and see with our own 2 eyes, you guys see with your own 2 eyes, it's going to look 10 times better. And I love that fire effect at the bottom. That's good. That's going to be awesome. Someone's going to be very, very excited about
this. This is an absolutely beautiful addition to literally anybody's collection.
The visor, too.
Gold visor. I just want to see what's on the back here. So you got DD, the American flag.
Yep.
A sticker of some kind. That looks like a
so the decals,
hooded warrior.
The decals on there are...
You might need to help me out, Dom. Show your off your ball knowledge.
Yes, no. Chuck Null is the CHN, former legendary Steelers coach.
Makes sense.
Daryl Drake is a former wide receiver coach who suddenly passed away, unfortunately. Okay. That's the DD. I believe that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
That would make sense.
Logo. You have the Super Bowl 40 logo. That
yep.
Jerome's last game ever, becoming a Super Bowl champion against
what a way to go out.
Right? Still, don't we all want to go out that way?
I mean, obviously the Hall of Fame right above the 36.
Yeah,
you
guys
American
know what that's
flag.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then, of course, the cert.
Beautiful. Beautiful lid, folks. Mm-hmm. Get in on this series. $92 a spot in the single, $184 in the double, $368 in the quad. I'm going to do a quick refresh of it. Obviously, you're going to stare at some gray for a second.
There's movement.
Because unfortunately, it's taking its sweet old time at the moment. But hey, it just means you get to hear my just beautiful voice. There you go. 6 to go in each of them. Let's try to close a few more spots in this one.
Let's do it.
Move this thing along. Some secondary headliners. You got a dual signed in the non-photoed. Very rare does that happen. Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas hiding out there alongside legendary Bears icon Dick Butkus.
There you go.
Gotta love getting him in here. Folks, this is a great series to get into. It's not one that's going to disappear after the show concludes. It'll be back here tomorrow morning, but why wait?
Right.
Get in now.
Gotta grab your spots.
It's the equivalent of me saying, wait, there's more. Midnight Mayhem, starting to see a spot in the single and the quad go. Folks, guys, again, this one's the exclusive one. If it's gone as soon as this show's over, then we got to move on with life. Stasher Cash, still 3 to go, including a specific Custom Rob Gronkowski hiding out here. Puka Nacua on an authentic. And Kyron Williams. Para Rams hiding out in this series. Puka Nacua, again, not a helmet we get in here too often. And especially after, the season he's had. Just going through all the motions, and I wouldn't be shocked if he's another top receiver for the Rams again this year.
Yeah, and we've actually raised the trade-in value. So originally it was, again, if you win the Gronk, you can decide to cash in. I don't, just saying, you have the right. So originally it was $1,400. Oh. Now if you decide to cash in, it's gonna be $1,500.
Oh, that's a pretty good steal.
Puka was originally $600 cash in. Now he's a $700. And the non-photographed authentics originally $350, now $400. The rep helmets originally $250, now $300. So pretty cool.
So hypothetically, right, Dom? Help me do the math here. There's 6 to go on both the single and the double. If they pull a replica, they can make double their money or triple their money technically.
I mean, you're making me do math, but there you go.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me, man.
There you go.
Hypothetically, you get in a spot. Let's say you pull. Throw a name out there. Sean Merriman.
Lights out.
Hypothetical
it's like
example.
A show.
You pull that helmet out. If you're in the AFC West, you obviously, yes, you can choose to keep it. Totally cool. I would probably do that, to be completely honest. But you can also say, let's cash it back in, and you're making $300 back. Meaning you can either get back into this series or get back in another series. Sounds like a steal to me, man.
Absolutely.
Great series. $104 in the single, $208 in the double, 6 to go in both, 12 boxes to go in this one.
That's if you decide to cash in the helmet. You might.
You can keep
holy, that's like the AJ Brown that we were talking about was the Ann Moorhead in this break. So you never know. That helmet that we pull, not so fast. You might want to stash it.
That's still crazy to me that was a non-photoed, but okay. Black and blue, for those that don't know how this series works, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. When you think black and blue, you think of a bruise. Meaning these helmets have taken a little bit of some damage. Now, when we say minimal, genuinely, I think I've stared at half of these helmets that have come out of these boxes. You really can't tell. It may be like a smudged signature. It might be a small dent in the helmet, where so much so it's unnoticeable. Folks, this is one of the series that I love sharing with everybody because of how affordable it is. When you're looking for some of the best flexes in the game, some of the best authentics in the game, $88, that sounds like a pretty damn good deal to me.
Absolutely.
Right now, there's still a George Pickens authentic hiding out in this series. So for $88, you might be able to take that guy home. And George Pickens starting to become a bigger star in the NFL. Just got his franchise tag. I believe he'll be making something like $40 million this year.
Oh, poor
Absolutely
guy.
Crazy.
Poor guy.
We'll have to get a new contract. And I was discussing with either Tim or Robbie, or maybe it was Frankie. It was one of the three. Of how his contract's going to look and what it's going to be for the Cowboys. And right now, this could be a very similar situation to what the Bengals are going through, where they have to play Lamb, Prescott, and George Pickens.
That's the tough thing of having too many good players. But, I mean, they traded Micah Parsons to save some money, so they should have some extra money laying around. Didn't they pay they paid somebody right after they
Odigizua?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, they traded him too, so.
Well, there you go. They have some extra money on the books.
He's got, I think, another dead cap of like $12 million this year.
Ew.
But they traded him to the Niners for a third rounder that I believe they turned into, I want to say, a safety that wasn't Caleb Downs.
Okay.
I want to say. 4 boxes to go in this one. 3 hidden gems still hiding out there. And let me tell you, those hidden gems, nothing to laugh at. Those are still very, very good hits. When the website eventually wants to load, we can go through the rest of this. And here it is. The diamonds, folks. Still 3 to go. We saw the Amon-Ra get pulled in the last show. And from what I've been told, it was a pretty sweet lid.
Huh?
It was a pretty sweet lid.
The custom, the drip.
The drip.
Drip.
Diamonds are starting to go, folks. Do we want to put up another double?
Oh, it's not up?
No.
Sorry, I did not know that.
You weren't doing the show, so it's fine. So 7 to go in this diamond series. 109. Every single helmet in this series is in authentic, meaning you are going to get a great helmet no matter what. And generally speaking, the authentics go for minimum $250, $300, somewhere in that price range. And it's always a good opportunity to get in on some of these breaks, especially when you have the first in the break room, a retro just a retro Justin Jefferson Speed Flex with a beautiful purple ink signature right up here. JJ18, is he going to ball out this year?
Yeah.
That's the hope. However, did you see the clip of Kyler Murray?
Uh-oh.
He threw 8 passes in practice. This was a 3-minute clip. Would you like to know how many interceptions he threw?
8 passes?
Yes.
No way it's all 8.
No. Still crazy, but not 8.
6?
No.
7?
3.
Oh, okay.
On 8 passes. Now keep in mind, the ones he completed were on the outside. Anything over the middle was picked off within seconds.
That's what practice is for. You get them all out.
I mean, sure, but definitely not an encouraging start for Mr. Kyler Murray. Then again, they signed him on what was like a 1-year, like $2 million deal.
But it's also like a rehab start for a major league pitcher like Garrett Cole, who, I was excited that our White Sox prospect Caleb Bonham hit a home run off him, but then you realize that the Yankees just told Garrett Cole that make sure that every pitch you throw is just in the strike zone. It's not about what you do, it's just about getting the rhythm back. So you're like, oh, well, can't be too excited when he was purposely just throwing fastball after fastball down the plate. So I'm a Kyler Murray fan. I don't think he's top 10, but I'm becoming now a Kyler defender on this show.
Ooh, Kyler defenders?
Yes.
Is that the new fan club? No more Dak defenders?
I gained a lot of respect for Kyler Murray a couple seasons ago when he was coming back from the torn ACL, where he could have did the easy thing out and say, hey, guys, I'm not going to play it all this season. And I'm sure the Cardinals were like, that's cool. Hey, we want a tank. He came back. He rehabbed his ass off. And they upset Philly in Philadelphia. That was the year that Philly won the Super Bowl. So I gave him credit for coming back, man, and, helping his team out. I know it didn't work out. The ending in Arizona wasn't great. But Kevin O'Connell, the last couple guys that have been in Minnesota, Daniel Jones had a great season after he left Kevin O'Connell. Sam Darnold had a great season with Kevin O'Connell. And then, he won a Super Bowl. So if there's one guy who can fix a quarterback if he needs fixing, it's KOC.
You make a very valid point. And truth be told, that's why I haven't fully given up on J.J. McCarthy yet, although not feeling too good about it right now.
Yeah.
Another guy in the break room, he's sitting to my left. James Cook on a rivalry authentic wheel. I love seeing this lid in the room, man. This rivalry lid is one of the prettiest things in the room.
Looks so cool in like a cold weather game in Buffalo.
I'm excited to see it. I don't know if they'll be using it at Highmark this year, but I'm hoping so.
Packers and the Bills play this season at Lambeau Field. I mean, that has to be a December game, right? Bills, Packers. That's a nice, in the snowy, frozen tundra. That's a nice helmet to wear.
Absolutely. And then another guy hiding out as a photoed headliner in the Black and Blue series, but not in this one. George Pickens in the non-photoed secondary headliners. Again, folks, $109 a spot for this in this series. Just get in on it. Let's move it along. It's had its time, and honestly, I want to see that Justin Jefferson, I'd be completely honest.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of the retro lids?
I love the retro lids.
Okay.
And like I was saying with the Rave helmets, we're seeing a lot of the retros now. Give it a couple weeks, we'll be saying, man, where's the retro helmets at? So if you think you want to, if you know you want a helmet, the retro helmets, get them right now because you never know when they're not going to be here.
The retro lids, I think, are some of my favorites that we've had recently.
They're really cool.
They're pretty.
I even love the non-auto side of just like the script on the cursive. I think it's a really cool look.
So far, breaking down that first down series, 6 to go in the single and double, 5 to go in the quad. Midnight Mayhem quad down to 5 as well. Let's break into those, folks. Let's see how that goes. We've got 2 more series left. I'm not going to get into them too much, but the practice squad, there is a single headliner left, that being the Tony Dorsett you see right here. We love a little bit of Tony Dorsett on the standard authentic. And for $56, that guy could go home with you.
One of the most decorated running backs of all time, Tony Dorsett, from his days at Pitt in college, obviously his Super Bowl winning days with the Dallas Cowboys. He's an icon.
He's a champ. He knows how to win. And then in the jerseys, for lack of a better term, there's a lot left. Do not be super shocked if you see things shift around in here. This is a part of the Chase Wheelspin, so for the folks at home, if you're looking to get in on something a little different, maybe chase a couple jerseys, we got a handful left. Warren Sapp on the custom creamsicle Buccaneer, Ty Law on the Patriot, Rondé Barber also on the Buccaneer, Michael Strahan on the Giant, Ray Lewis on the very clear Raven, John Elway on the Bronco, Jamar Chase on the Bengal, Isaac Bruce on the classic Ram, Eric Dickerson on a Colt, and Edgerrin James also on a Colt. So a lot of double and possible triple up opportunities in here. Shady McCoy and Keenan Allen. Now I would assume that Keenan Allen's a Charger. However, still a very, very slim chance he could be a Bear. Very slim. I always speculate because I think it could happen at some point.
We'll see. But, you never know.
$31 a spot in the single, 124 in the quad, and then 62 in the double. Let's make it happen, folks. That's just a relatively quick rundown. I'll say relatively because that was more of a descriptive one of what's going on.
I do have a Keenan Allen on the Bears story, personal story.
Oh, please enlighten us, Mr. Dom.
And people don't believe me.
Okay.
But I was taking a flight to Las Vegas. Coach, of course, Southwest, I'm a man of the people.
Of course.
And right in front of me, I noticed when he was coming down the aisle, sat right in front. It was Keenan Allen.
Oh.
So shout out to him, flying coach on Southwest. I know it was him. I know for a fact. Obviously, Keenan has the beard, you could tell. And then obviously I'm watching on football and know it's Keenan freaking Allen. He's one of the best wide receivers we've had in the past 15 seasons, right? And then that day, because I was doing a little stalking because I wanted to verify, he posted on his story on Instagram, he's at a golf tournament in Las Vegas. He said, I just flew in today. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. I was trying to see some plays. That's the time he was on the Bears too. I was trying to got any plays over there, but he was just reading a book or something. So,
man, hey, you know what? I've been noticing a lot more athletes have been flying coach.
It's never a bad option, right?
No, not at all. Never has been. But it's always an interesting point to kind of pick out when these players are kind of just hopping in there and being like, hey guys.
Yeah.
It feels awkward when you bother them though, because it's like you feel bad.
Yeah, it's especially on a flight.
Yeah,
it's like you're already on a flight, so you don't really want to be bothered at all. So I was like, hey Keenan, how you doing, man? Welcome to the Bears. Just let him chill.
I know there was
he came up to me, he goes, Dom, from Ultimate Autographs? What's up, dude?
Dude,
I was like, dude, I'm on a flight. Come on. Leave me alone. With my family.
I know there was another set of pictures circulating on Twitter about Giannis being at the zoo. And it was, I remember the caption being like, look, Giannis is 3 feet away from me, but I'm not bothering him. I'm like, you're making such a big deal out of it. And Giannis is like, thank you.
Yes.
I was like, what? What just happened? Social media is a weird place.
It is a weird place.
It is a strange place. But 14 sets of eyeballs, folks. What are we getting into? I can see the Midnight Mayhem in the first down seem to be fairly popular.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we chasing in each series, folks? I would imagine Mr. Rick, bit of a Chiefs-Bears fan, very similar to Mr. Common here in the break room. So
I think it is Common.
You sure?
No, I've seen Rick play and Common be here, so they've been at the...
You never know.
Yeah.
It could be some strange coincidence. I mean, you got Patrick Mahomes in both series, so I like your odds in both of those. Mm-hmm. Bears hits are always hiding out in the non-photoed headliners. Always, a little bit of Dan Hampton, a little bit of...
I did not bet the Wild. No, I will not take responsibility for the Wild. I bet the money line for the Wolves on Sunday, where because DraftKings had a 100% boost, so I took the money line, boosted to 328, and then when Wimby got elbowed Naz Reid, I was like, okay, but I got a little nervous there. Spurs came back, but I did not take responsibility. You can't blame that on me. The Wild, that was all them.
Make them take full responsibility for it. How is that game going? Because I know
the Avs won.
Really?
Yeah, the Avs won.
Wow, send him back home. Send him to Cancun early. All right. I mean, I can't say I'm shocked. The Avs are one of the best teams in the NHL right now.
One of the best teams in NHL history they're on trend to be. I mean, they've been since the start of the season. I'm not Mr. Hockey, but even I've heard from the hockey fans in the chat how great the Avs have been, and Nathan McKinnon, who's been so damn good for so damn long, and it's just the Avs who've been a pretty solid franchise since I've been alive. I remember the days Joe Sakic, Peter Forsberg, Patrick Waugh.
Yeah.
So, great franchises. They don't stay bad for too long, right?
Well, that's also what we said about the Blackhawks, and look how that's gone.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, the Blackhawks too. I gave them a little leeway because I was like, oh, you guys won 3 cups. You had your run, so I'll give you a couple years. And now we're at the point where it's been 10 years, 11 years now. Get your act together, please.
Hoping this offseason, because I know the offseason doesn't kick in for a few more weeks. I don't believe it doesn't kick in until I believe July. So we've got time.
Yeah. So I think the Cups goes to late June or something.
Yeah. I usually pay attention when the Stanley Cup comes around. I usually watch those games.
Yeah.
But all the playoffs leading up to it, I'm like, whatever. Unless the Hawks are in it, I don't really care. Have you had any Caleb Williams speed flexes in much?
I've
seen minis.
I've seen a photo of Caleb, a really cool photo, framed photo.
The USC one?
Yes.
That was
I think we just had a Caleb speed flex a couple weeks ago. I can't remember if it was a high roller or an all speed flex series, but we've had him at least a couple times. I know we've had him on Authentics. We had him on a Heisman Authentic. We've had him on a USC Authentic. but I believe we had him on a Bear Speed Flex a couple weeks ago. It might have been in the last High Roller Speed Flex series, one of those.
They all kind of blend together.
Yeah, they're really cool series.
You're also always here for them.
Yeah,
I can't say I blame you.
But yeah, we do get Caleb.
Yes. Still looking for that Mahomes. Yeah.
Two of them interview.
You got multiple chances.
Yeah, there you go.
If the first down you don't get, just wait till Friday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. Come see us and we'll be here for you.
Rick's got spots in the quads for both of the Mahomes breaks, so
there you go.
He's taking his chance. Thank you, Rick, man. You've been killing it today, buddy.
Didn't catch the game working security at the concert. Just casual flex, yeah. Just working security for Bruno Mars.
Oh, that's got to be a packed concert.
I mean, I would imagine that thing's like spelled up, just absolutely packed.
Yeah, but Bruno Mars,
Bruno's a good show.
Yeah, granted, I don't have any Bruno Mars soundtrack, but when he did the Super Bowl halftime show, it was good. He's good, Bruno.
Bruno puts on a good show. Bruno puts on a good show. I haven't listened to any of his new stuff, but
no, I don't really. I'm not the sound of the old guy, but I don't really listen too much to like the radio. If I'm listening to the radio, it's either like a podcast or ESPN 1000. So
it's what you sound like right now.
I'm yelling at a cloud. I heard
damn cloud.
No, I was in my Uber a couple weeks. Last week, and they had the radio on, and they always ask like, "Hey, do you prefer?" And I'm like, "No, play what you want. I don't really care." And that's when I heard my first Sexy Red song.
Whoa.
Because I had to look up, because like the lyrics, I was like, whoa, what? So I had to look up. I was like, who sings this? And I was Sexy Red, which I should know because I just found out like she was making appearances on NXT, which is like a WWE show. So I was like, man, I never heard of her. And yeah, it some of these songs on the radio, they're again, not to sound like the old man, but it's not the same music I heard when I was growing up. I was like, whoa, you could say that? You could say that?
Every time you say old man, I'm just going to keep shaking my
head.
head.
Yeah. Abe Simpson over here.
It's okay. You want them both for the long stash? I mean, yeah, I can't really say I blame you. I'd be pretty much the same way. I've been chasing a Kyle Monungai helmet for a hot minute.
Nice.
Still waiting.
Even before he was on the Bears, Kyle Monungai was a legend here in the break room.
Wasn't it where did my pen go? There you go. Wasn't it like this? I don't remember what it was. Wasn't it like a CFB series you did?
Yeah. We had a college football when College Football 25 first came out, the new college football game. We were all hyped here, and several of us in the break room. We had a league, college football league, and we had to pick Big Ten teams, but we couldn't pick like Ohio State, Michigan. You had to pick the crappy Big Ten teams.
You had to pick the bottom six.
Right. So I picked Rutgers, which actually, not as bad as, but in the game, everyone was like ranked like in the 60s and 70s. But Kyle Monungai was like 90-something. So they have wear and tear in the game. So if like you can't.
I played.
Yeah. So I didn't realize it when I first got it. So I would just give Kyle Monungai the ball 40 times a game. Then when I got to games like in October, his speed was like down like 30. Like I was like, oh gosh. But he was a legend for me. So I'm a big guy. I was a fan of Kyle Monungai. And when the Bears got him in the 7th round, I was like, that's a steal. That's a pretty damn good pick, especially in the Ben Johnson offense where the running game's already a little helped out.
Yeah, he's going to be good. I'm going to be curious what happens when DeAndre Swift possibly doesn't get re-signed after his contract. We'll see.
What's with the disrespect for DeAndre Swift? All that guy does is produce.
I mean, if he continues to produce, then sure, I'll give him a new deal, but it won't be long term.
He looked good. I don't hate watch. So like, I have a buddy who's a Packer fan who watches like every Bears game to hate watch. He loves doing it. I don't really hate watch because I love to like bet. So I'm watching all over. And so the really times I watched the Bears this year was the Amazon game against Philly. Him and Monungai won that football game for the Bears.
I love Monungai.
He looked good both games against the Packers.
He did.
So I've been a Swift fan. I thought he was solid in Detroit. I thought he was solid in Philly. He's always been solid everywhere he's gone.
My issue is he's a very much one-trick pony.
Yeah.
And that's the part I just can't get my head around.
It doesn't help him though when he left Detroit. They got Gibbs and now he's great. Yeah. Doesn't help him when he left Philly. They got Saquon and he had a MVP type season. Yeah. So granted, maybe that's what the Bears are doing. Like, hey, we get Swift here. We know where the next guy is going to be. The next.
Who knows?
What up, Nick?
What up, Mr. Riggs?
Nick, they said that you were going to be here tonight, so I said, all right, I'm staying.
Yeah.
I'm staying.
I also might have tied him to the chair, so he can't currently get up, but that's okay.
I got my other chair, my important chair, though, my PEC.
Your PEC?
Yes.
Lovely. So it looks like Caleb was in that Speed Flex series. I really wish I would have knew about that, because I might have actually watched just to see it.
You don't watch the show?
Not on Fridays. Thursdays I'll tune in.
You don't like... Is it me?
No, actually.
I'm feeling like I feel like no one's watching my shows. I'm feeling like personally attacked from you guys lately.
No, let me tell you.
I can change, I swear.
Fridays are just not a time I tune in. You know why? Sleep's important.
Well, how old are you?
Old-ish.
No, what are you, 20, what? 3, 24? Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, when I was 23, yeah, I was, yeah. I was
you were watching this, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At the bar, maybe, but...
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
See,
No,
that's
20's for enjoying your life. I saw a meme lately, and I'm running with it because it made me feel good. It's like 20s are for having fun, 30s are for figuring it out. And I'm like, sure, good, because I'm in my 30s. Makes me feel better.
Folks, let's keep breaking into these series as we're trimming down a few spots. Truth be told, we're just having a good conversation. However, truth be told, that's why we're here. We want to break some lids.
Yes.
We want to have a lot of fun. Now, maybe even not lids. If we get through a jersey, I know the jersey is down to, I got to keep scrolling, 4 to go in that single. It is just absolutely beautiful as, Dom's just terrible bets on the Wolves game. And
hey,
last
time I bet the Wolves, they won, all right? Last time I bet the Wolves, they won. I did not bet them the last game.
Should have.
Bashing Vikings, though, I have the right to remain silent on that, all right?
As your lawyer, I advise you to shh.
Thank you, yeah. I'm not talking about my lawyer.
The Vikings have some really good players. I just don't think they have put it all together yet.
Omerta. It's a vow of silence.
Absolutely. But let's get into a handful more breaks, folks. Again, we want to Midnight Mayhem, basically a brand new series, folks. The only thing we've pulled out is this thing. Steve Smith Sr. on a beautiful Speed Flex. Just your standard. Here, I'll even do a quick 360 for you. Box standard Speed Flex, Radkey Sports authentication right on the back. Absolutely beautiful stuff coming out of this one from Mr. Rick Pickett. Just kind of keeping us going throughout the night, coasting. All we're doing is just chatting it up. We're here till minimum 12:30, so folks, we'll do that chase wheel spin around 12:20 or so, and then we'll say peace out, Girl Scout. Could we stay longer? Absolutely, always a case. We'd like to stay longer. However, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
When?
Sometimes it's just the name of the game.
It happens.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, hey, it's how we go. So we're sitting at a lot of 5s, 6s, and 7s across the board, and when I say across the board, I mean quite literally. Almost every series has at least a spot bought into it. And for those that, again, maybe don't participate with us too much, usually what happens is when we get down to give or take 4 or 5, that's when you start to see a lot of motion. So if you want to see these breaks go tonight, tag team them together, band together like Band of Brothers, and jump in onto this ASAP. Before, more specifically, the Midnight Mayhem series.
Yes.
It's only available during 4 shows throughout the week.
I don't get to see this. I've only seen this series once. So this is really cool for me.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really cool ones recently. We've had a lot of multi-sport mixers, a lot of just weird things, and honestly, I'm a big fan of it.
I do get a little jealous on Wednesdays when I'm like wrapping up, and I'm like, talking about your show. I'm like, yeah, they had the midnight, and I'm looking on board. I'm like, man, they got some cool stuff in that. Man, there's some really cool stuff.
It's always the mixers that Luke throws a handful of different stuff in there. He's like, try this, and I'm like, ooh. I get to have some fun new toys to see, and it's always a great time. So, always love doing and working with the Midnight Mayhem. Guys, we have a full board on the table. If I'm doing my math correctly, there are 8 series available. You can get on any one of them. But if you want to close some stuff, we got to move a handful of breaks hiding out in here. A couple 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s.
8. Wow.
Let's jump in on it ASAP, folks. And, let me take a look. I'm feeling fairly generous, Dom. I'm feeling pretty generous.
We did just get a couple spots taken. We are moving right now.
There you go. Thanks, folks, for getting in on
these. The quad
of
in the midnight. All right, there we go. We got a couple spots taken in that midnight quad.
Beautiful. That's what I love to see.
There you go.
But for the remainder of the show, so for the last hour of the show, I want to take a look at that black and then I'll let you pick black or blue with diamonds.
Let them pick.
I want you to pick. Again, this isn't something you normally do, so.
I'll go diamonds because there's a speed flex, and I'm going to beat the allegations that I'm a Vikings hater. So I'm going to pick the diamonds. Smart by me.
All right, folks. I want you to take a look at this series. I'm going to bring it up right here. Ready? You see this? You can't see my mouse, but imagine it's hovering over the prices, right? Singles, $100. Doubles, $200. Get in on it. I'm going to take a small chunk of change out of it. Let's move these diamonds, and let's get them out of here. I'm going to drop this in the chat for the folks at home so you guys can see this. So it'll be $100 for a single spot, for a single break spot. $200 for a double break spot.
Would I send them the credit?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So at the just as they get in on these series, they just
I'll send them the credit.
Send them a few bucks.
Gotcha,
back.
gotcha.
So folks, that'll be for the remainder of the show. $100 for a single spot in the diamonds, $200 for a spot in the double for the diamonds. For the remainder of the show, I want to see if we can move some of that Justin Jefferson retro speed flex, the first one we've had in the room.
Yeah,
I believe. You would have more knowledge on that. Was it a part of the All Speed Flex series?
I think I'm pretty sure. I think I've seen it. But still, regardless, it's an awesome speed flex. It's one of the best players in all football, not just one of the best receivers, one of the best players in football, Jay Jettas, and a player right now who I feel very, very confident in. Like, if you told me, Dom, you have to name me a player who's a future Hall of Famer and you have to bet your life on it, I feel very comfortable in saying a guy like Justin Jefferson is a future Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. He's I wouldn't say first ballot, at least right now.
I think he's on pace.
He's going to be up there.
I think he's absolutely on pace to be a first. Not
Absolutely.
right. If he retired right now, of course not.
No.
But I think he's absolutely on pace to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's got the Mike Evans streak going from right now. Obviously, Mike Evans did it for, 11 seasons? But right now, he's on pace to break that over 1,000 yards. And like I say, if he did, again, no disrespect to your boy. I know you're a J.J. McCarthy boy, but if he did 1,000 yards with J.J., that's like 2,000 yards with a...
You do make you do make a valid point. 3 to go on that Midnight Mayhem quad, folks. Let's make it happen. We've hit 3. I'm willing to take an educated guess that will go tonight.
Yes.
Let's get through that quad. Let's make it happen. Again, folks, 100 for a spot in the single, 200 for a spot in the double. Let's just get a few spots broken into these, folks. Let's get these diamonds moving. Let's try to get you that opportunity for James Cook, George Pickens, or Jay Jettis in the diamonds. And if not, if you don't hit any of those 3, you get an authentic no matter what.
There you go.
Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me, folks. But that is what's currently going on in the room. I don't want to, throw it all at you a billion times over, but that is what I want to see move in the room. Dom, big questions here.
What's up?
We've already pulled the Steve Smith, but out of the Midnight Mayhem series, top 3 items that are headliners.
Items?
Items. I'm
in
gonna
order?
say items. It could be in any order.
Okay.
I don't like making do a 1, 2, 3 because that's
I'll just pick
very
my
difficult.
3. I'll just pick my 3.
All right.
I want to start off with that Justin Herbert licensed jersey, the powder blue.
Let's see it.
I love me some Justin Herbert. I wore the Oregon jersey last two Thursdays ago. I wore my Herbert Oregon jersey. Mm-hmm. And, of course, one of the best jerseys, if not the best jersey in all football, is that powder blue Chargers. That's awesome. The fact that you could double that up with the Patrick Mahomes. It's like, obviously, Patrick Mahomes is the obvious answer, so I'm not going to pick him. But the fact you could pair up the Herbert and the Patrick Mahomes, and with the LaDainian Thomas, if you get a quad, oh, my. That LT retro, beautiful.
2,
but
3. Do we have a Bronco hiding in here?
I do like that James Cook. You bring up a great point, too, with the snaky, the scales.
The scales here.
With the many Buffalo Bills logos. Very cool helmet right there. My favorite Bills helmet is the red, the throwback red. And I got to throw my guy Josh Jacobs. That Raiders helmet gives me the Death Star, the Empire, Star Wars.
Ooh, right up my alley.
When you ever gone to Allegiant Stadium?
I have never been, but I have seen many pictures of it.
I've gone for a concert, and when you walk in, there's a big sign that says, "Welcome to the Death Star." I was like, ooh, this is going to be cool.
That's pretty gnarly. Big fan of that.
It's all Jelly Roll.
Oh.
And Post Malone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you saw them before they postponed the first month of their concert.
That was Vegas 2024. Yeah.
Oh, not too long ago. Very nice. Good show?
It was solid. It was packed, man. Jelly Roll sold out that place.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was packed.
I believe it. Midnight Mayhem, folks. $89 for a spot in the single, $356 for a spot in the quad. Let's just move some of these helmets, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, I should say.
Yeah.
I do apologize. Patrick Mahomes, Jay Jettis, Trey McBride,
Pig.
LT.
You pig.
My apologies. I misspoke. Oh, the craziness in here. Let's see what some of the double ups are. So we got the NFC North. You got Barry, Justin, and Jordan Love. No Bears on there. Disappointed. Shake my head.
That we know of.
That we know of. NFC South. Eyeballing it. You got Bijan. And that would be it. NFC East. Always a handful. Dak and Emmett. Usually I say there's a handful, and those are the only two. That's honestly really funny. NFC West, you got the Cardinals. Ooh, I'm really racking my brain here really quick. Yeah, just those two. Just Mr. McBride. AFC North, you got Terry and Jerome Bettis alongside Jamar Chase hiding out in the AFC North. AFC South, you could have Andre Johnson and Reggie Wayne in the non-photoed secondaries. And I believe nobody else. AFC East, just James Cook. I'm a fan. James Cook's pretty gnarly.
It's a beautiful hit.
Can't argue with it in the slightest. And then the AFC West, and as you already mentioned, Dom, Jay Herbo, LT, and Patrick Mahomes. I'm for it.
James Cook was the first AFC East running back to get that extension before it was cool. Breece Hall just got one last week. Devon Achane today.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about Achane's extension.
4 years, $68 million.
That seems like a steal. Truth be told.
64. I say 68, $64 million.
That's still a steal.
He's a great player.
He's an outstanding running back. I will not deny you that whatsoever. So, folks, get in that Midnight Mayhem. 3 to go in that quad. I'd love to see that go before the end of the show.
He probably looked at that Dolphins offensive line and roster and say, hey, man, if you're going to make me play with this team, you better pay me some top-notch dollar.
Truth be told, I don't think the offensive line's that terrible, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Like, truth be told, they've got pieces.
I just can't imagine anything on that Dolphins team got better this past offseason. Maybe besides coaching, because I'm a Jeff Hafley guy because he comes from Green Bay. Of course, I'm going to be biased. But,
quarterback, receivers, don't get me started on that receiving room.
Caleb Douglas, you weren't a fan of that pick?
No.
I don't think anyone was.
No, that whole Dolphins draft was very confusing.
I didn't mind Chris Bell. I thought Chris Bell was worth taking a chance on because if he didn't tear his ACL, he might be a second-round pick. So I don't mind Chris Bell. I liked him at Louisville. Caleb Douglas, I don't think anyone thought that he was. No. I never watched Texas. I watched, Texas Tech was on a lot last season. I never thought, man, Caleb Douglas, man, watch out for this guy.
I mean, hey, I'm more looking at Caden Proctor, truth be told.
Yeah, Bama.
Chris Johnson as well.
You know, I saw Bama play. I went to Bama, Tennessee this past season, and I bet a Caden Proctor touchdown prop because that was like the time where he was like, they were, running the ball with Caden Proctor at the goal line. He did not score that game, but, I had to do it. The odds were juicy.
It was the thought.
And I love me a big man touchdown. So the Dolphins, me and Steve were talking about a little bit maybe the Wildcat this year. Don't forget Proctor in that Wildcat, though. I don't think you probably want to take that 6'7" body off the offensive line, though, so it's probably more important.
Who's RB2 in Miami?
Ollie Gordon or Jalen Wright?
Oh, my God, I forgot about both of them. Truth be told, they're both names that kind of just escaped my head.
Remember when Ollie Gordon was really good at Oklahoma State?
Yeah, me neither.
He was.
I know.
He was.
Really good. I mean, truth be told, the running back room's not bad. Achane, Wright, Gordon, and then you have a cheeky little Donovan Edwards hiding in there.
Michigan, wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty...
Donovan Edwards? That's where he's at?
Face of college football 24?
Yeah.
Or no, 25 technically.
The first one, like the return.
Yeah, we all thought he was going to be good in the game, and all of a sudden he just didn't play.
Man, he's in Miami. I didn't know that. Damn.
He's RB4, for reference. And then that QB room is just lighting it up with the names, man. Malik Willis, Quinn Ewers, Cam Miller, and Mark Gronowski.
Iowa.
Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't throw at Iowa. What do you... whatever. Okay.
Hence why he's QB4. Cam Miller being QB3 is a choice, but...
What's the wide receiver room look like?
Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert, and Tutu Atwell is 1, 2, 3.
Tutu Atwell.
Caleb Douglas, Chris Bell, and Kevin Coleman Jr. is 4, 5, 6.
I don't even know.
Theo Weiss, Taj Washington, Terrence Marshall, AJ Henning, and Donovan McCulley.
Terrence Marshall from LSU.
Taj Washington sitting that far deep is a choice as well. I actually think he's all right. He was a 7th-round pick last year.
Yeah, there's no Mark Duper or Mark Clayton on that team.
No.
I'll tell you that much.
Again, this offense is respectfully very lackluster. Outside of Achane, I'm not exactly like...
Yeah. By design, too. I'm not, they're thinking it's 2027. So is mine in my Dynasty Football League. But
I'm getting to the same point. Yeah. But I will have to tell you about a trade I made this week that you're going to have some words over. But still a lot of great stuff hiding out, not only with Miami. There's potential for them. However, they're not winning the East unless they magically pull something out of their rears. They're not winning it. It'll be the Pats or the Bills. Or, for all we know, it could be the Jets. I mean, I'm not counting it out.
Let's see some odds.
Probably not crazy. Still 3 to go in that quad for the Midnight Mayhem, folks. Again, I want to see that at least close before the end of the show. Get in on it while it's here. If you need a really good excuse to get in on the series, just
plus 3,000 for Miami just to win the division.
I even feel like that's too low. That's a little crazy.
That's just to win a division.
I just dropped the Midnight Mayhem link in the chat, folks. If you guys want to jump in on this series, again, 3 to go in the quad, 356. All custom flexes are still on the board. Steve Smith may be off the board, but it doesn't mean that your chances at a custom flex or maybe even a Drake May is gone.
The Lions, the favorites in the North. I missed something? Your Bears third.
Fourth has to be the Vikings.
Yeah, fourth's the Vikings, which honestly it's not a bad bet if you're just like, hell, plus 550 Minnesota. They won 9 games last year, and it was allegedly the season from hell. That's not a terrible bet. Actually, if I was not so anti-Minnesota Viking, I would probably put a little coin on that myself. That's actually my favorite, I
mean, everybody knows the NFC North is going to be a slaughter fest this year.
Yeah.
The other 2 divisions are both the Wests. NFC and AFC Wests are just going to be a brutal slug.
And then you got the Cardinals. But
minus the Cardinals.
Rams are the favorite, barely a little bit, plus 130. Seahawks right behind them, plus 175. 49ers plus 270. If they stay healthy, I mean, that's been the case for them for the past few years, health.
The AFC West, I think, is going to be the most competitive division this year.
170 for the Chiefs.
I feel like that's way too high.
Broncos 185. Not the Broncos. Chargers 185. Broncos 210.
That sounds right. Between all 3 of them, that sounds right.
I wouldn't mind laying some money on the Broncos. We know one thing with Sean Payton and Bo Nix, they win some football games together. Hell, it's woulda, shoulda, coulda. But if Bo Nix did not go down, that's Super Bowl.
Could be very different.
Broncos Seahawks.
The AFC South's going to be interesting.
I think so too. I think you have 3 legit teams who could win a division. Don't forget the Colts were right there before everyone started going down for them last season. The Jags, the Texans. Texans, I love their defense. Give C.J. Stroud some help on the offensive line. Hopefully, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel can develop into something. 2 second-year wide receivers. Nico Collins, hopefully, needs to stay healthy. And then I think, you don't need Tom Brady to win a Super Bowl. I think we learned that the past few years, right?
No.
So if C.J. Stroud can protect the football and that defense that defense is still young. Will Anderson's not even close to being the player that he's going to be. So that defense has a chance to be one of those defense that we're talking about for 30 years from now. Like Tampa, Warren Sapp, who's in the jerseys, Ray Lewis, Baltimore, like those defenses. That's right now it's May and no one really, I could say anything. That's my pick to win the AFC.
Texans?
Yeah, it's May. I could say anything.
I'm not too far from you either.
No, there we go.
The Texans, they didn't get worse.
No.
They only got better.
No.
And that's the terrifying thought.
Yeah. In the draft, too, they got the guard that they needed. Then they had an early round pick, got McDonald from Ohio State. Just even more, ammo for that defensive line. They're going to be good, man. I like DeMeco Ryans as a coach.
DeMeco's going to do some good stuff. But I did hear some things that they're going to move Keelan Rutledge to center, which is desperately what they need. Because they've got Ed Ingram and Wyatt Teller as their interior. Mm-hmm. That's fine. And then Braden Smith and Ursery, I'm not a huge fan of. Then again, he just did not have a great year last year. Truth be told, he was getting run over. I wouldn't be shocked if Blake Fisher jumped in there and said, I got this.
Yeah, but...
It's a good line. The receiving room, I have no notes. It's depth behind depth.
Higgins got... Later on in the year, Higgins looked like he was turning into something. Jalen Noel, when... Nico missed some time. He had a couple moments, good games. He's on my dynasty team. But Jaden Higgins, he looked like a solid player late in the year. He's going to be something. Both were teammates at Iowa State, so Houston, they got a type, I guess.
Don't forget Xavier Hutchinson, dude.
Yeah, no, him too.
Don't forget him either. I mean, that team is going to be good.
Christian, he's gone now, but last year they were spreading it out last year.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did that again. I mean, you got 6 guys. I'm going to throw Justin Watson in that mix. Former Chief receiver.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw him in that mix.
They still have Dalton Schultz.
They do. Still starting tight end. Although
solid.
They did pick up Foster Morio.
Oh, former Raider. Yeah, former Saint, former Raider. Yep.
And then they also picked up Michigan tight end Marlon Klein.
Okay.
And then they still have Cade Stover. So
he's been there for a while.
Yeah. That team did not get
better. No more Brevin Jordan.
Yep.
I used to love his tape. He was so fast.
Nope.
Undersized tight end. Not too great, but you watch his tape, you're like, man, this guy's the best tight end in football. He was so fast.
Still got CJ. Running back room is 1-2 punch of David Montgomery, Woody Marks. With guy? British Brooks and Jawar Jordan right behind it. And then you can't forget the icon that is Daniel Subkovitz, ISU GOAT.
Oh, he's still in Houston? That's what it says on here. He's still
No, he's a rookie.
No.
Brevin Jordan?
Yeah, my guy Brevin Jordan.
You know it's still early. They could go practice squad. But you still got Daniel Sobkovitz hiding out in there. Defense, picking Cade McDonald in the second round I thought was just a cheat code.
Yeah, especially if that defensive line.
Oh, my God.
He had definitely. If they would have picked him in the first round, I think no one would have batted an eye. They'd been like, oh, good pick.
Second round?
Yep.
Damn. Tommy Tagai, Sheldon Rankins, both on the wrong side of 30 in this case, especially in the NFL. You don't want to get on the wrong side of 30, otherwise it's not pretty. Logan Hall, Cade McDonald ready to step in for him. Big question marks in the linebacker room. Definitely a little light. EJ Speed, Henry Toe. And then Aziz Al-Shaair. He's going to have another good year. I'm not worried. And then...
He's got paid too.
I'm just going to say the secondary because I'm just going to combine them all. Lord have mercy on us all. That secondary is disgusting. I would argue it's the best secondary in the AFC.
Yeah, that's... The reason why I picked him, I think that defense is freaking special. That wasn't the reason why they lost that game against New England. They were forcing turnovers themselves. They're like, hey, we're getting this ball back. Do something. And CJ was just,
That game was on CJ, and we all know it. Not to mention, they not only got depth in every single position, they also picked up Kamari Ramsey in, like, the 5th round. And I'm like, what? That team is going to be scary next year, folks. I will be a Texans watcher for quite some time this season, and I'm really excited about it.
I know they released the international games. Let's check that out.
I don't think the Texans have one.
No?
Don't believe they do. I know the Jags have like 3 this year, and it's insane.
Yeah, I don't see Houston. Yeah, the Jags are... I mean, they're, London's... Cowboys are America's team.
Yeah.
Duval's London's team.
Correct. And they usually split in London, so you're guaranteed at least a 1-1 in that case.
Cowboys in Rio.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited about that.
I don't like that field. I know the Packers played there a couple years ago, and the field was so crap.
I know that years ago, wasn't it just last year?
No, they did twice now. They've done it. Because it was Chargers Chiefs last year, I believe so. It was like a Friday game. I think they did it last year with Chargers Chiefs in the first year.
I remember Green Bay Eagles. That's why.
Yeah,
that's what's in my head.
I think last year was Chargers Chiefs week 1. Chargers won. Your boy Herbert.
That's right. That is right. So, I mean, a lot of good things that can happen in the NFL this year. Folks, we obviously want to hear your takes. If you got some incredibly hot takes, or if you're like, Hayden, Dom, shut up, let's just do some breaks, we can do that too. You guys got to help us out.
Yes.
There was actually one guy. I do want to compliment your Packers on picking up. First off, I don't know if you read my draft recap. It's on the website.
Okay.
It's in the blog. Definitely recommend checking out, although...
I'll check it out on my Uber home.
I'm going to have to...
I read your mock draft. Well done, man.
It's tough.
I mean, it's a mock draft.
It's never going to be perfect. I got a few right.
Yeah.
Maybe later on. Like
right.
Cade McDonald, I felt like was going to be a Texan. It felt way too perfect.
Yeah.
Just didn't go in the first round. So
you got it.
I gave myself a half a point for that.
No one, you don't get 32 picks right in the mock draft. Like the best of all time, Mel Kiper, Todd McShay, they get like 5 right, 6 right. Yeah. All it takes is 1 pick, and then the draft just goes
bonkers.
Yes.
Like, I'll be honest, this year's draft was bonkers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I do want to commend your Packers not only for having a good draft, filled a lot of needs.
Yeah, they did draft for need this time.
Which is
corner, rare. I like the kid from Penn State, I watched him at the combine. He had a nice combine, but we'll see.
I do want to compliment your 4th round, your 4th quarterback, Kyron Drones.
From Virginia Tech?
Virginia Tech.
I didn't even know he was on the team.
Picked up as a UDFA. I love the kid. Truly. I love the kid.
I thought Virginia Tech was going to be a lot better last season.
I thought so too, but I was proven wrong.
Yeah.
Now, do I believe that he'll step into maybe QB3, maybe even QB2? Probably not, because you have Kyle McCord and Tyrod Taylor ahead of him.
Yeah.
Which I love the Tyrod Taylor pickup. That was good.
I do like Tyrod Taylor.
That was a good pickup. To sit behind Jordan Love, you're getting at least a decent NFL backup.
Especially, hopefully we never have to play the backup, but we know Tyrod can win some good football games, right? He's not going to win a Super Bowl, but if you need him for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you can count on him.
Exactly. There was a lot of good things that I thought the Packers did. My dislike for them aside, Chris McClellan, great pickup. And you also have Javon Hargrave ahead of him.
Yeah, we just got Hargrave in the offseason.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so. Our defensive line has been, especially last year after Wyatt went down, it's been not great for the past few years. We need Micah Parsons back. That's the obvious thing. He obviously makes the whole thing a lot better because when he went down last year, all like the things that the Band-Aid that was on a lot of, all fell off, and you could just tell the secondary went to hell. The running game went to hell. So get Wyatt back, get Micah back. Hopefully our secondary stays healthy. Hopefully Keyshawn Nixon decides he wants to tackle this season. Should be better.
I thought Keyshawn Nixon got let go.
No, he's still on the team. He has a extremely cheap contract where, like they signed him as a return man, so he's making like
he's fine.
Yeah, like he's still there.
But I was gonna say, Danny Dennis Sutton in the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, he had a great.
Great.
He had a great combine. I remember watching it at home, and he passed all the tests. And obviously that's not everything, but it's like, man, you have a pass rusher who's got a nice first step, runs a 4.5.
You did it. You had a good time in the offseason. I'll be honest. I normally don't commend the off seasons. The Packers.
I even like the Benjamin St. Juice pickup. I'm like, that guy's always, he's pretty solid. Obviously, he's not Deion Sanders, but he's pretty solid.
And then Trace Mack. You finally let go of Brandon McManus, man.
I mean, that's just perfect.
You're free.
Trace Mack. Come on now.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 notes.
That is going to be a jersey that outsells probably most kickers, right? You think so? Trace Mack?
Probably.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff happening all over the league, but I'm going to do a quick refresh of the break page. Obviously, it's going to take a minute.
Singles 2 to go.
Yeah, in what?
Midnight.
Guys, let's move.
And that quad 3 to go. Let's get them both out, guys. Let's not. That Midnight Mayhem, you have to wait till Friday.
Yep. Friday at midnight.
Yeah, that's, I get if it was any other series where it's like, okay, you got to wait till the morning. You should never do that, but I understand it. I could be talked into that. The Midnight Mayhem, you got to wait a couple days. I can't imagine having a spot in this break right now and having to wait a few days for it to close out.
I know people that'll sit in the quad and have to wait days, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
So let's just make it happen.
Right. No one wants to wait.
As much as, I love Dom and I just sitting here conversing about, the offseason.
This is a good conversation.
All of this, the crazy things that happened.
No one's told us shut up yet, which is a good sign. Right?
They're just listening to us rant, podcast form.
Always feel free to chime in too, guys. Don't be quiet.
If you want to talk about your offseason, we can talk about your offseason.
Exactly. Give us a team.
If you truly, I paid a pretty close attention to the draft this year. Again, if you want to hear a lot of my thoughts, it's on the website. It's on the blog section.
I love that because obviously the Super Bowl, but
I love writing.
The draft is like my favorite football. I love the NFL draft.
The draft's my Super Bowl.
Have you gone back and watched the old ones on YouTube?
Yeah.
Isn't that such a relaxing
I throw it on in the background while I'm playing Madden. I just turn my brain off.
There's guys I tell people here on the break room, our staff, and they laugh at me come on now. I'm like, dude, try it out. It's relaxing. I don't sit there with popcorn like this. It's like a nice little background. It's something like I got nothing to watch. I'll put it on. And it's like until I think of something to put on or a game comes on. It's always cool. And I like to see what life was like, 25 years ago or something.
The one I like rewatching is the 2017 draft because I cry a little bit every time.
27. Gosh, I didn't even get to that's like
Mitch Trubisky. That's all I got to say.
Man, you watched the 04 one?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I've been going back in reverse chronological. I think I'm only back to 14.
Okay, wait till you get to 04. There's an 04 one on YouTube. It's like all 8 hours, commercials included, and that's the Eli draft, where he's like, no, San Diego. So it's a lot of fun, man. They were kind of wild, man.
I'm like the ones I've been watching are 6 hours because all the commercials got out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can get behind this.
The one I was really interested in watching was the Janikowski Raiders first round because I just want to see the reaction. I was shocked. No, the fans were like, yes, and even I was ready for Kuiper to. He was like, the Raiders lost a lot of one-score games last year. This makes sense. I'm like, what?
So here's the thing. I went back and looked after that pick happened. I looked at the scores last year, and I'm like, he's not wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
They lost a lot of one-score games.
But still, it's like
we got to win those.
Yeah. The funny thing is they had the interview with Gruden afterwards, and you could tell he's just so pissed. You could tell it was just a straight L. Davis pick because Gruden's doing the interview. He's like, yeah, we really like the pick. And he's like, no, we really wanted the kicker in the first round. And he's, stewing red, looking like Chucky. Looking like Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun draft to look back on.
It's always really fun to just kind of look back on everything and be like, wow, well, how different
the
league could have been if one pick was different.
The 98 draft's a good one. Obviously, Peyton Manning was the first pick, but Randy Moss. And they talked about in the draft how Randy Moss stood up Walter Payton in an interview for the Bears, and that got him like, all right, we're not drafting this guy. So if Randy Moss would have went to his meeting with Walter Payton, he could have been a Bear.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Because then he would be my favorite receiver ever. Period. End of no.
Jason Meter, 5 spots. Got 3 in a quad, 2 in a single. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you, big dog. Did he close up both of them?
Close out both of them, but tie goes to the quad. The break with the most boxes.
So we'll do those next. Jason, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for listening to Dom and I rant about everything. I'm sure you're like, Dom Hayden, shut up.
That's exactly what it is. Jason's like, shut up, guys. Come on.
Let's just get the break-in, dude. All right. I will. Once Dom has those ready, we will get to it. But in the meantime, Midnight Mayhem quad number 1. I just realized I spelled mayhem wrong. Do you know spelling's hard?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Give me 4 numbers or the wheel, please. All right, so as those are getting set, we're going to get the numbers and or the wheel. 100% agree with the Texans.
That's why I got it. He goes, I agree with these guys. There you go.
He's like, you guys know what's going on.
Thank you, Jason.
Texans are going to be a scary team, man. I'm actually really excited. I really hope CJ actually takes a step forward and stops throwing picks. At least, 4 in a game would be.
I got you.
I also picked him up. I picked him up in my dynasty. Would you like to know who my 3 quarterbacks are?
Sure, yeah.
Jackson Dart,
Okay.
Joe
good.
Burrow, and CJ Stroud.
Pretty good. Better than mine.
I got Jackson Dart for a 3rd round pick.
Is it super flex?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, man. Mine's super flex, and you got better quarterbacks than me. I have Herbert, Jordan Love, which is, I like those guys.
They're great already.
But then my backups, I just totally went full, because our league is different. It's not by record draft order. It's about how many points your team scores, your starters and your bench, so you can't, rest your starters. If you want to tank, you, have to, get rid of points. So I have, Drew Aller on my bench because he's going to get 0 points. You never know. And then I have Mac Jones on my bench because you never know when these guys are needed and someone's going to call for a trade.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
Make a good point. Still looking for those 4 numbers or the wheel. In the meantime, I'll tell you about my trade.
Yeah.
I let go of Jamar Chase.
Ooh, you had it. Well, you had to get something pretty damn good in return.
It was Jamar Chase and a 1st round pick. 4, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay.
DJ Moore.
Okay.
Chase Brown and a 3rd round pick.
Who are your wide receivers?
Devontae Adams and DK Metcalf. Old, but usable.
Is it PBR? And you give a 1st round pick too?
That is the only way I was able to get him to give up Gibbs.
Ooh. I personally...
No, I should also mention the 1st round... No. I should also mention the 1st round pick is for next year.
Which is a loaded class, keep in mind.
I know.
Oh,
I also have 6 picks for next year's draft, so I'm not worried. That was one of my 3 firsts, so I don't know if I'd giving it up.
Yeah, it's really tough getting picks from... no one wants to give away... No one wants to win this year. I don't know. Someone's going to win the championship by accident this year in our league. But I just love Chase so much. In a dynasty league, that would be my non-quarterback that I would want on my team.
Would you like to know who my starting running backs were this year?
It can't be great if you're trading Jamar Chase to...
Rico Dowdle and Zach Charbonnet.
That's the thing, though. You know my running backs? I got Devon Achane, and then absolutely nothing after him. You know who my 2nd best running back is? A guy who never played football yet. Jonah Coleman. That's not Jonah Coleman, the running back on Washington.
Who?
Now on the Broncos, but on Washington.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's who's my 2nd best running back. Mike Washington from Arkansas, another one on my team. So I have no other running backs. That's why I'm waiting for the draft next year.
Yeah, I gave up an arm and a leg, but you know what? I needed running backs. And I have enough receivers that I'll be fine. All right, folks. Rick Pickett, Michael Hutton, Adam Simons, Darth Vinny, Rick Pickett again, and Jason Meador ×3. I'll give you guys... I think I've given you guys enough time. I'm not going to beat around the bush. We're just going to go to the wheel and do ×4 spins on that guy. Where's the wheel? It's out of 30.
I'll write these down.
That is not a real person. Oh, well, Jason beat me to it. I'll allow it since I haven't spun the wheel yet. 8, 15, 16, and 23. 23, good number. Let me get these off the ticker. Should be 9 to 14. And then 15, 16 both off the board. So it's 17 through 19. And then... There we go. Nick, some people do like going under aliases in here, so sometimes it does happen more often than you think. So, I'm not saying it's not a real person, but it's definitely not super crazy. All right, folks, I'm going to randomize you guys 7 times. Thanks for waiting for us, and thanks for closing out this quad. We always appreciate it, as always. So we can get to do some more box breaking, then Dom and I can, continue just rambling on about what's going on in the world. So 7 times around, here it is. Darth Vinny in the NFC North. Adam Simons in the NFC South. Michael Hutton, or Houghton, in the NFC East. Jason Meador in the NFC West. Rick Pickett in the AFC North and West. Well, Jason Meador taking the South and East of the AFC. So, folks, once we get those boxes, 8, 15, 16, and 23, we'll break those bad boys open, and we will get going in this series. All of this will go towards the chase wheel spin, the quad, and the single.
It was 8, 15, 16, 23, right?
Aye, sir. So, we have box 8 right here. We'll wait for Dom to get back in here. Give him a moment, and then we'll get a break in. And we'll have a good time. If you guys are looking to get in on anything else, I will mention once again, the Diamonds single are down to $100 a spot. And the Diamond double is down to $200 a spot for the rest of the show. So the final 30 minutes of the show, unless we go longer, which can very well happen, that's just how we'll do it. Thank you, Dom. No problem. All right, let's get into it. Dom is here. We all ready to go. Box 8 is how we will start, because 8 is always great. And I'll be honest, this guy's got a little bit of heft to it. Is it a speed flex? Is it an authentic? We got some options here. First lid off the board. Here we go. In our quad, what are we getting? Ooh, okay. Always loving a little bit of this guy in the break room. One of the top running backs in the NFC North. We all know him. Anytime you think of an NFC North all-time team, he's usually one of the names in the top 3 for the running backs. How about the NFC North for Darth Vinny? Barry Sanders on an authentic.
Very nice.
Absolutely love getting Barry in the break room. Always a popular figure, especially, for a good period around the Christmas time. Mm-hmm. Love seeing him in here. Settled down, and now we're getting him back in the room on an authentic. Congratulations, Darth Vinny.
There you go. Hey, we don't have to worry about the Empire coming after us.
Thank goodness.
Uh-huh.
I already had the Empire come after me once this week.
What happened? Like the force choke. That's not good if it happens to us during the show.
Nope. Then I'll have to start acting like a spaz-tastic. I don't know if we want that.
Vinny, congratulations. Beautiful hit. Arguably the greatest running back of all time. I love the Honolulu blue on those Lions helmets. Very, very cool, my friend. Oh. And, of course, if you're going to get a Lion helmet, the Lion King, Barry Sanders, right?
Might as well.
Yes, sir. Very cool. Alrighty.
That's Barry Sanders off the board. Just got to rewrite the ticket. I realized I was writing it backwards.
2 for 2 on headliners.
Hey, that's why I always say get in while you can. Because once they gone, they gone.
He gone.
There you go. We're only Barry out here.
You going to any games this weekend, Sox Cubs?
No. You know why? I'm here.
Ah.
Do they play on Friday?
They do play on Friday. They do play.
I might have to take a look at tickets.
There you go.
Because I have nothing going on Friday. I haven't actually been to a Crosstown Classic, so that'd actually be quite exciting.
They're fun. They're fun.
Hey, I'll also give more compliments to Dom. I'll be honest. Sox. Kudos to them.
This is the first time I've done this show where the White Sox have been over 500. Or not over, 500.
How do you feel?
I told him, you guys don't know me when the White Sox are good. You don't know me yet when the Sox are good.
Guys, he's happy for once. Give him a chance.
My first year here, they lost 121 ball games.
Oh.
So,
That year was brutal.
Yeah.
Michael Hutton says, nice pull, DV. Good pull indeed. Let's see what's coming out of box 15.
What up, Michael? How you doing today, buddy?
Hope you all are having a good night. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a mini in this guy. Take a look at what's coming out in here. Could be a handful of different names. Oh, this is a fun name. A guy that we don't see too often anymore. But a name that very, very reminiscent. Out of the AFC South, this one's going home with Mr. Meador. A little bit of number 28 from Jacksonville, Fred Taylor.
Florida Fred.
A little bit of Florida Fred right there. Signature right on the back. Very lovely, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Fred, you get the Taylor, you get the 28. Beautiful, beautiful Jaguars lid going home with Jason Meador.
You want to see an absolute acid trip of a uniform?
Sure.
Type in the Jags prototype uniforms. When they originally announced that they're going to be a team, the new owner, they had like a couple of like models, model off the new uniforms or whatever. They initially got sued by Jaguar, so they couldn't use the uniforms, but you'll see these, you're like, whoa. Very 90s.
I'll take a look at that.
Uh-huh.
Fred Taylor.
Very cool.
Very nice. Always love another mini in the room.
You talking about me?
I mean, well, of course.
There you go.
Many people lives matter,
Thank you, man.
There you go. Put this guy back in its lovely carrying case, Jason. That'll be sent to you shortly.
Duval.
All right. Oh, God. I was not ready for that. Dom, could have warned me a little bit, saying, hey, you had to use muscle there.
You didn't have your creatine today?
I did not.
Come on now.
So I'm a little cooked up there. So box 16's got some heft to it, folks.
You're not a big NBA guy, right?
Not really. But I do understand a few references.
There's an NBA prospect who's the top prospect, and he didn't play a lot of college ball this year because he didn't really want to play. And he said his body was too stiff because he took too much creatine.
Which prospect?
Darren Peterson?
I do know that name.
Yeah.
Isn't he projected like 1?
1 or 2.
Or
1
3,
or 2.
Or 6?
Or 3, yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, this whole draft, from my understanding, is insane.
Yeah.
So.
Bulls are very lucky.
All right, folks. We got another flex coming off the board. It's flex number 2 coming off the board, and let me tell you, Jason wants some flexes in the room. We're gonna get one off of a guy who has been a big defender here in the room, picking out of the NFC East, a top quarterback from Mississippi State. How about Dak Prescott?
Well, Michael, I think you're doing better than great now, buddy.
Michael Hutton. I'm not 1,000% sure how you say it. However, congratulations on your Dak Prescott hits. This beautiful custom flex will be hitting your doorstep here fairly soon.
Michael.
Take a look at that thing. Beautiful blue visor, stars and stripes around the back. Beckett cert. He says he wants flexes.
You got it.
How about dem apples?
You got it. Dak Prescott, oh man. Defending him so much, he's become one of my favorite players in the league.
Yeah. Great hit, Michael. Congratulations.
Michael, congratulations. That is awesome. I'm seeing stars.
I see what you did there.
Very, very cool.
447. Dak Prescott. That's my second Prescott flex. Hey, double trouble. Hiding in the break room.
Uh-huh.
Prescott's pretty solid, man. What can I say? We'll move, we'll move Steve Smith up. There you go. Steve Smith will hide up here. We got a lot of blue going on.
We do.
Blue, white, and silver seems to be the theme of the day.
I guess so. I got no blue on. Man, I wish I knew.
Box number 23 coming up in this series, folks. Guys, we're just ripping headliners like they're going out of style. This is why we say get in while you can, folks. Box 23, it's got some heft to it. Could be another headliner. Oh, strings are all tangled. There we go. Really? Shiver me timbers. Wow. I'll just double check something. How in the HE double hockey sticks is this guy not a headliner? Maybe? Oh no, I'm just losing my mind. There he is.
Yeah,
I can't read. I can't read. That's all it is.
Did I forget him?
No, I don't think you forgot. I just think I'm blind. That's all it is. Blind, hey, all I'm saying, I'm pretty blind. We were talking about this guy earlier in pretty high regard as could be the next 2,000-yard rusher in the league. Probably the best running back in the league right now. On a retro Falcon, Bijan Robinson in the NFC South. Adam Simons picking up a beautiful authentic in the break room.
I think I erased him when I did the Barry on accident. That's my fault.
That's okay, man. You know what? Still a beautiful, beautiful lid on the retro Falcon. Here it is, folks. If you guys haven't already seen a retro Falcon, that's pretty sweet.
Yep.
That thing is pretty sweet.
We were talking so much about those retros earlier. Bijan. You didn't think about trading for him?
I tried. Unfortunately, what they were asking was very unrealistic.
I mean, you gave away Chase in a first-round pick. That's, you know.
You're asking Chase and 2 first-rounders for Bijan alone.
That is...
Yeah.
That is a little crazy.
I'm like, respectfully, no. So the fact I got Jahmyr Gibbs, I was like, you know, I'm content with that. Adam Simons, congratulations on your Bijan Robinson hit.
Nice hit, Adam.
Adam Simons, there you go, big dog. Bijan will take his leave right there for the time being before we do the next single.
I like the stripe in the middle. That's pretty damn cool.
It is. Do a quick 360 of it. If you guys can't see that stripe, there it is.
There you go.
Congrats, says Jason and Rick. Had some pretty good spots. Just sometimes it's just how the room plays out. It can be really fun, and sometimes, you know, has a little misfortune.
It's like baseball, right?
Exactly.
That happens.
You're going to hit a few homers and then, you know, go cold for a little bit and hit a few more homers.
Absolutely.
It's a
Get
game
back
of
in the
waves.
batter's box. Choke up on the bat a little bit.
Correct. But congratulations, everybody. Darth, Adam, Michael, and Jason on your hits. A lot of good opportunities in here, and, well...
Darth like it's his first name.
Well, okay. Well, think about it this way, right? Darth Vader?
Yeah.
You call him Vader, you call him Darth?
You call him Vader.
I mean, you can.
You call him Vader. Lord Vader.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
If he was here right now, that's why I would call him. I don't want him to kick my ass.
Lord Vader.
Yes.
So there you go, folks. A great quad coming out in this one. We got a single. We ain't done just yet. Ivan Rodriguez, Darth Vinny, Nick Riggs, Rick Pickett, and Jason Meador.
You watch Maul?
Have I watched Maul?
Yeah. Oh. Definitely called him Lord Vader after that appearance.
Dude, I called him. Actually, I can't say what I called him, but that's besides the point.
He don't mess around.
He do not. Dad Vader does not mess around.
One of my favorite things about the newer Star Wars is that they finally, like, you know, I love Darth Vader in the original movies, but, like, his, like, it was, like, that was, like, when he was already, like, how I compare it to an athlete. Like, Peyton Manning his last year with Denver. It wasn't the same. He was, you know, in the movies, the lightsaber fights, he's kind of, like, stiff. He's kind of slow. In Rogue One, they showed him in his prime, and he went crazy. And now this one, back in his prime, he's going crazy again.
Box 18 will be the pick for the single.
It's good to see Vader in his prime.
Oh, yeah. This has been a really fun time watching it. Dom and I are both pretty large Star Wars nerds, so when it comes to it, we could talk Star Wars for a while. Maul, I'll be honest, out of some of this new stuff they dropped outside of Andor, probably the best thing.
Yes, 100%.
I think I gave this, like the entire series like a 9.5. There are a couple parts that I'm like, otherwise.
I feel comfortable saying it's one of the best things Star Wars, past, present, now, whatever. It's one of the best things Star Wars has ever put out. Original trilogy, new stuff, it don't matter. This is great.
I would say outside of Andor, I loved Andor.
I still have to watch Andor. I know you're shocked, yeah.
Get to it.
But I do love anytime Star Wars does like the crime, the underworld of Star Wars, like the crime aspect. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it's always one of my favorites. But here are the 7. Jason Meador in the NFC North. NFC South goes to Nicholas Riggs. NFC East to Jason Meador. Rick Pickett, you got the back-to-back spots in the NFC West and North, or AFC North. Nicholas Riggs in the AFC South. Ivan Rodriguez in the AFC East. AFC West to Darth Vinny. I wish you all the absolute best of luck. Here is box 18. I think you guys can see it. There you go. Let's have some fun. Box 18. I'll be honest, got some heft to it. Could have yet another headliner coming out here in just a moment. What do we got here? We've got a lot of blue. Got a little bit of red and cream going on. Maybe
got some red on here.
What other color would we want to get? Green? Maybe?
Well, maybe black and yellow, Steelers.
Black and yellow would be pretty
Steelers,
sweet.
possibly.
You could get some good colors in here. This will definitely add some color to it. I was talking about the green. We're going to get a little bit of the green. This bag would like to unravel for me. One of the greatest tight ends in the league right now, and I'm not afraid to say it. Top 3 for me in the league right now. I don't think it's a controversial opinion. How about Trey McBride on the camo Cardinal?
Woo.
NFC West hit going home with Mr. Pickett.
I mean, would you not say he's the best tight end in the league right now? I would go as far as saying that.
Pass catching tight end? Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Overall tight end? I think there's a guy that's better, but that's a hot take.
Who you got?
And it's not Colston Loveland, I'll say that right now.
Bowers?
George Kittle.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's been the guy doing it for the past several years.
I still think George Kittle's the best.
Yeah, good call.
Very, very lovely hit. Congratulations, Mr. Pickett, on your beautiful Trey McBride.
Yes, sir.
Trey McBride won me a fantasy league one year. I think it was his first year.
He's a fantasy winner. Like, that's the type of guy that you put in, like, if you have him, that's like, you have a tight end who's going to get you 25 points a game, which is, you know, in fantasy football, tight ends are not a few of them that are elite level, but once you get one who's truly special, nice little cheat code.
Trey McBride. There you go. Love that camo. Nice, says Rick. Congratulations once again, sir. Lovely hit. We're going to leave it out. We're going to leave a handful of the Authentics out for the time being. Give them a little bit of love as we look to chase a few more lids this evening. Hopefully, we're getting close to a couple other things. Haven't taken a look just yet. But that was a good couple breaks. 5 quick boxes. Lots of headliners off the board, folks. So when this Midnight Mayhem comes back on Friday, providing we don't open anymore, still a lot of great hits available, but might be chasing a few down. Looks like 3 to go in that first down double. Would like to see that go. Quad still sitting at 5 to go. 6 in the single. Cash or stash single and double both sitting at 6. The basketball double is now down to 7. Midnight Mayhem quad's already down to 7. Love seeing that move. Everything else is kind of sitting pretty. Still the jerseys at 4 and quad at 6. So it's really just a matter of what we're looking to move next, folks. It looks like that first down could go. But we will do that chase wheel spin at 12:20. So in 4 minutes. Unless you guys knock any one of the Midnight Mayhem or the jersey spots down to 4 or less. So jerseys, I have to at least see a spot move, and I'll give you guys a few more minutes on it to move it. Otherwise, 12:20 will still be the time.
See what this is. It's going to use the washroom for a quick second, but...
So far, so good on a lot of the series that have been coming in. You guys have been absolutely crushing it. Let's keep this stuff rolling.
Yeah, that double's 2 spots to go. I'm going to use the washroom for a quick second. I'm guessing that's going to be closed out by the time I get back. So
I got you.
I'll be quick.
Run, don't walk, don't slip, don't hurt yourself. Jason said that Harrison Ford solo pick came in. I would imagine, I'll be honest, that May 4th series, I knew they were doing it. I was really upset when I could only be here for the, like, after the entire series closed. I'm like, man. So I still, I'll be honest, I went to shipping, took a look at that Boba Fett, took a look at the, you know, Ewan McGregor, took a look at the solo photo. I was like, this is really cool. So that series was super cool. The Star Wars fan in me was very excited. So really happy that got to you safely, and it means a lot, you know, sharing a lot of, you know, what I grew up on. I mean, that's how I got my name. That's why it says Hayden up there. I was named after Hayden Christensen, not for Star Wars, but for one of his Canadian TV shows that he did beforehand. That's my little knowledge bomb for you. Still 2 to go in that first down double. I'd like to see that move before the end of the show, but again, Chase Wheelspin will happen at 12:20, so in a few minutes, unless we move any of those Midnight Mayhem spots to 4 or less, or the jersey, I'll say any of those spots move to 4 or less, or in this case, the jersey single will say down to, I'll say 2 or less. I think that'll be my number, 2 or less. Let's make it happen, folks. Let's see what goes down here today. I hope you all have had a great night so far. I know it's Wednesday, just kind of powering through the week so far, and honestly, I can't blame you. It's been a long week. I'll be honest. I feel like this week's just been dragging. Looking for maybe a little more excitement. And so far, I think these last 5 boxes have provided some pretty good excitement.
Heck yeah! I mean, a lot of fun. Just good to see some red on the table. The blue was starting to, you know, overpower us, so we got some red to fight it off. Some Sith and Jedi.
Yes, of course.
More Star Wars reference for you guys.
I'm sure you and I could throw Star Wars references at them all.
Right, yeah. They're like, yeah, we believe you guys.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you guys are nerds. It's okay.
Thank you, Jason. Jason's like, I'll close out that double for you guys.
Jason, what a kind feller.
Jason knows it's 12:30.
He's
like, hey, it's time to get some work done, right? It's not stalling time. It's time to get these breaks out of here.
One of the things that Rob Hill always says that makes me smile is, don't make it awkward.
Right?
Just let's move it along.
There is sometimes, like, late in the night where it's like, they do the Spider-Man meme.
Yep.
They hate when I say this, but it's true. You guys know it's true. We're family here. We're honest. Sometimes you guys do the Spider-Man meme. It's like, come on. You guys know you want to do it. Let's do it.
So appreciate you all for helping us close that first down double. We'll do that next. And then I think after that, we'll do the Chase Wheelspin and hopefully maybe some more Midnight Mayhem spots. And again, if any of the jerseys or Midnight Mayhem spots move, we will I'll extend that timer. So instead of 12:20, maybe I'll make it 12:30.
There you go.
Who knows? So let me get to that first down double. What is it, number 3?
Yes, sir.
Give me 2 box numbers or the wheel, please. 2 box numbers or the wheel, please, for the first down double. Numbers should be floating across the screen at some point here in a moment. I know we have a lot of stuff going on, but hey, if we close a few series, move some stuff around, won't be as congested. Maybe hypothetically we close practice squad or black and blue. Maybe I'll make the chase wheel spin double anyway.
Nice. You're a nice man.
Here it is. First down, 1 through 10, 13, 14, 17, 19 through 25, 27 through 30. I need 2 numbers or the wheel times 2, please. I will take either. I'll give you guys another 20 seconds. I'm in really no hurry.
Careful now.
I gotta, hey, you know, I'll be honest. The last time I said that, Devin Shinley came in and bought out like 9 boxes. And I just sat here. I'm like, I regret saying that because we didn't leave till like 1:30 in the morning. And every once in a while, when I'm feeling good, I'll go get like a crunch wrap from Taco Bell afterward, quench the hunger. And yeah, I didn't make it because they close at 2 on Wednesdays. And I'm like, damn.
That's why I don't wait till the last second, please.
Yeah. So Michael says 1 and 30, getting the ends of the series. Works for me, big dog. Let's make it happen. 27 and so 1 and 30. My apologies, Jason. Just a hair short on that one, big dog. Just a hair short. So we will do 1 and 30. The bookends. I almost said. I don't know why I said the beef tips. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, that's not right. Then again, I had barbecue the other day. And I was like, you know, that could work. So we're going to do a box 1 and 30. Let's randomize you guys 7 times around in this one. Beef tips. All right, 7 times around for the folks at home. Scott, Michael, Nicholas, Tom, Jill, Michael, and Jason.
Here's your tip of beef, sir.
Oh, thank you. I like the bookends. Hey, the bookends can be fun. But here you go, folks. 7 times around. Dom's going to make fun of me for that for the rest of the week. That's okay. I'll just hear about it later.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I might just get a random ping saying Hayden doesn't know the difference between bookends and beef tips.
No, I like the bookends and the beef tips.
Works for me.
There you go.
Jason Meador, NFC South, alongside the NFC East. Michael Hutton in the NFC South and West. Lovely little combination of names there. And the AFC is dominated each by a single person. Scott Heinauer has the AFC North, Tom Kaz in the South, Jill in the East, and Nick Riggs in the AFC West.
I think I said beef tips. I hope I did.
Beef tips? Is that what I meant?
Tips, yeah. I hope I said that.
It's going to make me think about just barbecue later. That's going to piss me off. All right, folks. Box 1. Let's get to it.
Yeah, barbecue's hard to find at late at night. There's no like 24-hour barbecue spot, which... I mean, you know, 12 hour, you smoke the meat, so it'll be like, you know, start at noon, you can have it at nice at 1 a.m. I don't know.
I would be a happy camper. All right, we got something in here.
We got some?
Box 1. I'll be honest, folks. Feels like a football. Looks like a football.
Is it breathing?
Is it a football? Let's find out. Oh, man.
Is that barking?
Oh, man. The dogs are out. The hair is out. And let me tell you, Madison Beer
football hair,
is thanking us. Justin Herbert on the football.
Oh, that's cool.
Nick Riggs in the AFC West, closing out a big hit on a Charger football.
Nice.
How about it? Fanatic shirt right on the back. It says LA Chargers. Y'all know who it is. Jay Herbo, the Duck, and a great Charger quarterback.
Nick, congratulations, my man. Very cool. That is awesome.
Very lovely.
Heck yeah.
Whoop.
We're not going to do it, but that makes me want to toss a football around. We got to have like a designated football here on the staff, just like a regular football.
We
so
do.
You just toss around.
I'm going to leave the Herbert football out for the time being. It's cool. It's different. I like different.
We might have
Do we have a stand for it? Because I'm just going to hold it.
We used to.
I remember we had a stand for football at some point.
Maybe try these. Like hold it up a little. I got my light on the C. Sorry. Maybe like no.
I'm open to any answers here. Stunning ball, absolutely. This thing is beautiful.
Someone's iPad.
That iPad's been there for months.
There are these where we hang the bag. Will this fit like on the ball?
I can make it work.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks, sir.
No problem.
All right, we're going to try to make this work. Again, I'm not a magician, but we're going to try. Ready? You know, Dom, you're a genius. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Never heard that. Big bucks, huh?
Never heard.
Big bucks, huh?
Justin Herbert on the football. Absolutely lovely. Michael Hutton said it best. It's a stunning football, and he's got a great signature.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to beat. I want to find a way to keep him up here.
Wrong Justin Herbert I erased.
That's okay.
I'll put it back.
You got time. I think we're going to move the James Cook off, just because
Yeah,
it is from last show.
Gotcha.
I don't want to keep stuff from past shows up here. As much as, you know, you had a fun time with Steven for a handful of hours.
That busy show?
Yeah, very busy. So I think we'll take James Cook off. We'll move the football up here, and then we'll get to box 30.
For show.
Thank you, sir. Whoa, here we go.
Oh, of course he's on top of the first down.
First down.
Easy.
My buddies and I do a celebration when we're playing cup pong at the greatest place on earth. So every time we score, it's the first down celebration. Just
Well, it's the greatest place on earth.
it's the bar I go to. So much. Truth be honest, it's a line dancing bar. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Really?
I go line dancing.
Is that the name of the bar? Greatest place on earth? Because that's
wish.
actually an excellent name for a bar.
I wish. No, it's a bar in Aurora.
Okay.
It's called Saddle Up.
Really cool. Does it have a mechanical bull?
I wish. Does not though. Apparently they had one at one point. But they had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I can see why.
All right. I gotta double check something. All right, folks. We got another great player.
Okay.
Very recently got mentioned, although he's featured in the room a handful of times. Maybe not super recently, but he's here. Brand new Hall of Famer. The running back from the San Francisco 49ers.
Ah.
How about Roger Craig
Alrighty.
on a beautiful Niners jersey? Look at that signature, man. You thought the Herbo was clear?
Yeah.
Roger Craig's not too bad himself.
So I'll top you.
Absolutely beautiful. NFC West hit Michael Hutton taking that guy home. Roger Craig, congratulations on your beautiful jersey.
About damn time. Roger Craig in the Hall of Fame. You know, he was a pioneer. We talk about running backs now who play more, you know, wide receiver, running back. He was the first guy, 1,000 receiving yards as a running back. The 49ers, the first team to, you know, back in the day was you run the ball to establish the pass. They said, no, we're going to establish the pass so we can run the ball. So there you go.
Amen. It's worked pretty darn well.
No audio. Is that Michael or us?
Is
that us, Michael? Or I'll type in Roger Craig just to be sure, just to be safe, because but is that us, Michael?
Here, you can't see it.
Anyone else, Harris? Hello.
Hello. There you go.
I saw we were good there, right?
Yeah, it's popping up here, just fine.
Let us know, guys, if you can hear us.
Well, that's interesting. That hasn't happened before. I mean, we had an issue, you know, not too long ago. I can hear you.
Jason, okay.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better. I'm like, I know we had an issue the other night where the roadcaster was connected incorrectly.
Okay.
So I had to use my process of elimination skills.
There you go.
And figured it out, but.
Nice hit, Michael. Congratulations,
Congratulations, Michael. Great hit. Good hit. Good hit. Roger Craig, I mean, hey, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, can't. Hey.
That alone already increases the value.
Yeah.
Give Roger Craig a little bit of love.
Very, very cool. That Chase is ready.
Chase is ready?
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Any other orders come in while breaking that guy open?
We did get an order for the quad, but that's still 7 to go, so
Okay, so we got some.
we're a little open right now.
All right, folks. So in the meantime, we are going to do that Chase wheel spin. For those, again, that don't know how this works, we're going to take all the names from the Midnight Mayhem breaks. Okay, there you go. Michael's got us. We're good. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you, Michael.
And then we are going to randomize all of you into a top spot draw, so all 48 sets of names. Whoever's at the top will have an opportunity to spin a wheel 1 through 100, and ultimately get some extra UA cash.
Ultimately, that was good. You did that on purpose, man. I see you. I see you.
I know what I'm doing occasionally. So here it is, folks.
The prodigy.
Hey, man, I learned from the best. The best is named Dom Pellegrini.
The best, man.
Here you go.
We're in trouble if that's the case.
So after 3, Jason Meador is on top. After 4, it's Rick Pickett. After 5, Nick Riggs. What about after 6? Darth Vinny. Who's it going to be after 7? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, bang. Rick Pickett.
Man.
Hey, when
you said the magic touch today.
When you get in that single all by yourself and then also get in spots periodically in the Midnight Mayhem,
yeah,
good things are bound to happen. So Rick, congratulations on your Chase wheel spin. If you want to drop in the chat a number 1 through 100, that'll be the number we start on, and then whatever it lands on will be the number you get in store credit. And if you don't give us a number, we start on ever so lovely number 1.
I don't know. At least Rick's second wheel spin that he won today. He's won in my show, so
there you go.
Nice 73. So you got to get it higher than 73.
1 sounds good. All right. Got to beat 73. I got high expectations.
Tell him, Rick.
Let's see it happen. 73 going once, going twice. Well, it's not going to be 73. It's going to be a little lower than that. How about 50?
That's not bad.
Solid 50.
That's solid. That's a pretty good number right there.
I call that a win. So $123 back in 2 shows for you.
Some say that's average. 50, 100, average.
Look at this guy. He knows what he's talking about. But there you go. Not too bad if you ask me. Not too bad.
It's no 73, Rick. You know, don't forget who spun that for you. What?
This dude. This dude.
Don't forget to play some favorites, all right?
All in good fun here in the break room. It's just, we like having a laugh.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do one quick refresh of the break page. I'm just going to see if we're close to anything. And if we're close to 1 or 2 things, I'll extend a few minutes. If not, I think we say peace out, Girl Scout. I know, but I started it at 15.
Yeah, you switched up. I was shocked. I thought you were going to go 15 again. You shocked me with the 1.
Shocked everybody.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like we're 6 to go in the Midnight Mayhem quad, 5 to go in both the single and the quad of the first down series. Stasher Cash still sitting at 6 in both, 7 to go in the basketball double. Jersey's still sitting at 4 in the singles. So whoa, it's getting really bright for whatever reason. Do you see that? It's getting real bright. I don't know why. It might be that light for whatever reason. But
want to move it back a little bit?
Don't worry about it. It's the end of the show.
Right.
Folks, I'm going to give you guys 1 or 2. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes so we can start wrapping up. If you guys want to get into any other breaks.
Start hits.
You have until we are finished with our hits of the show, recaps.
Oh, you're probably going to say, I'm sorry.
We can do 1 more break. However, it's up to you. So let's make it happen. Dom, hits of the show. We're going to do all 6.
Okay.
No particular order. Actually,
we'll do 6 we'll spice it up, right?
It was 6 to 1. Do 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Kind of split it evenly. So what are your 6, 5, and 4s, sir?
I like that football a lot, so I'm gonna have that higher than. I think we might be on the same page with that, actually.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, this is tough because we have some really cool freaking helmets. I guess by process.
There's difference.
That football might be 4. Okay. Trey McBride 6, and I don't feel good about it.
Okay.
Bijan 5, the football 4.
Oh, Bijan 5's a choice.
I know, but.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Here's a really hot take. I am like the king of hot takes and putting helmets in weird spots. Putting Barry 6.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, I love Barry Sanders, but it's a pretty generic Lions lid. Everything else in here is at least a little spicy.
All right.
I'm gonna go 5 Trey McBride.
Okay.
Big fan of the camo, but I don't know if I'm jiving with it. 4. You ready?
I'm ready.
Steve Smith Sr.
Ooh.
I'm putting a speed flex at 4.
Your list, I like it, man. I like it.
I'm the king of hot takes. I'm always the one that puts weird stuff in weird spots.
Skip.
All right, so 3, 2, 1. What is it?
Barry 3, Steve 2. That custom Dak number 1 for me.
That custom.
I mean, I'm a
is pretty gnarly.
Dak defender. I can't have nothing else number 1. Come on now.
3's gonna be the Herbert football. I'm not super unrealistic. I'm not gonna put it as 1. Yeah. It's cool. I love Justin Herbert. It's just not realistic.
Fair enough.
2, Bijan, 1 Dak. I do agree with you. The Dak helmet is pretty freaking sick.
I like it. You're like me. You pick what, obviously you could pick for value, you could pick for speed flex, but we pick what item that we would like in our collection, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, again, am I a Cowboys fan? I'll watch them because my buddy is. I'd have this thing in my collection.
Oh, absolutely.
This thing is pretty.
Absolutely.
Absolutely beautiful. Lovely, lovely hits tonight. Dom, let's just kind of recap what happened tonight. Thoughts on the show? I know Midnight Mayhem specifically is a new-ish series to you.
Yeah.
What's been the vibe tonight? What have you been? A
lot of fun. This felt this was a fun show. We good conversation, a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys you enjoyed our conversation. Obviously these items you enjoy these are freaking loaded. We have the best memorabilia here in Ultimate Autographs. There's no doubt about it. Best break room. The break room still loaded for you guys tomorrow. So attack that break page. We have a 9 a.m. show. So we'll have that first down, stash or cash, basketball, diamonds. You guys are spoiled for tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I would only imagine if we close a few series, might be able to drop some new stuff tomorrow too.
That's right.
So it's up to y'all to get some stuff done, but I always recommend close what is already getting close to being closed. So black and blue, stash or cash-ish, practice squad, diamonds if you get a chance. Let's move those on. Let's get some new stuff in here. And that's like this is a team effort at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Help everybody else out. Maybe you'll even help yourself out. Maybe pick up a few flexes yourself. I mean, Michael said it best. Speed flexes are eye-catching.
That's right.
Can't disagree too much with that. So
I'm with you.
I agree with you, Dom. Great show tonight. Love hanging out with you, especially in the wee hours of the morning.
This wasn't our first show. We worked though, yeah.
No, because we were reverse roles last time.
Yeah.
That's why it's like...
This was fun, though. I had a good time.
Yeah,
good time.
It's always a good time hanging out here in the break room. And don't forget, tune back in tomorrow. Dom, you're not going too far. You'll be back here in just a little over 24 hours, or a little under 24 hours. 6 o'clock show with Common hanging out. And let me tell you, I know you guys have some fun stuff planned. So
yeah, Thursday's always a great day here in the break room. Stay tuned.
Could expect some big stuff happening. So big day tomorrow, 9, noon, 3, and 6. We are live 4 times a day here in the Ultimate Autographs break room. Do not go too far. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning with Frankie and Robbie. I always get that mixed up. Frankie and Robbie, our beautiful hosts of our Friday midnight shows, will take you through tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. So do not go too far. But for Dom and I,
who's the host of that show?
Frankie.
Frankie, all right.
So
Robbie, the producer, my boss. I got to make sure everything is nice and right for him
absolutely.
For tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. Tim and I swapped places once, and I messed it up for Robbie, and he yelled at me later.
Yeah. So I got to make sure
again.
everything's good for my boss.
Exactly. Got to make sure he's all set up. But for Dom and I tonight, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you as always. Let's get back to it tomorrow, bright and early, and let's knock out some of these series, folks. Let's move some stuff along. Let's make a great team effort. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your night. Sleep well. And please do not let the bed bugs bite.